Gravy gang! What is going on, everybody? Happy Gravy Day. It's Past Gravy, episode 509 with Alex and Pat. Right now, it's just the two of us. Robert basically said, fuck you guys. I don't like you anymore. And
it's understandable.
Piecing off. His fucking recent study suggests getting a little popular now, and he's getting a little too big for his britches. Maybe, I don't know. I know that Robert's actually just feeling sick, but he's under the weather. But he will be joining us for our mock draft. We're doing a mock draft of Super Mario movie or just characters. I don't know yet. We'll decide when we get to it. But Pat and I are gonna hold down the fort. We got plenty of stuff to get us to the mock draft. And even after that, I got a hell of a not cool for you. Pat was there when it happened. But I just want to start off. We always come up with business ideas, or I always like to share business ideas, which I do have one coming up after this. But like Poshmark always runs ads on Comedy Central. You and I were just joking about how silly it is when we watch some episodes of South Park. It just how so silly good. South Park can be at times. And it's a fun show. I love that show. But I felt like every other commercial was this Poshmark commercial. This girl's like, it's my second income, you know, like I'm always selling shirts and selling dresses and selling items on Poshmark. And it's the greatest way to make extra cash. Like, do you have to not buy the clothes first? Because I feel like she's like how do you make a second income just selling clothes without running out of clothes?
So it's a second income for her family, but it's her only job because she just buys a bunch of shit and then like, after wearing it twice is like, all right, I don't ever want to wear this again. But it's an income because instead of just getting rid of the clothes, she's selling them. Yeah, no, it's ridiculous. It's stupid. Unless people are just giving you clothes, you're just renting clothes for a high price.
But it's like when you would buy books in college, and it's like, man, that was like $1 million, and then like, well, don't worry, you can make that money back and sell it back to us at the end. And then it was like at the end of the semester, like, yeah, we'll give you $6 for it. You're like, but this was a $300 book. Like, yeah, $6. You want the $6? Get the fuck out. And like, you're like, but I didn't. Okay, like it can't. You're basically just doing that, right? With just clothes.
Oh yeah. I mean, I remember. I mean, no free ads, but I'm pretty sure this company is just a drug front anyway. Pluto's Closet.
That's got to be like that. Plato's Closet. Yeah, I was thinking about that because I remember me and my friends one time.
With my buddy.
Yeah, we were like, dude, we're gonna get rich. I'm sure most people probably had the idea we did. Like, let's take all our old shit instead of going to Goodwill, we'll go to Plato's Closet. We'll be rich. And they were like, yeah, we don't want any of this shit. It's out of season.
Oh no, I went with my buddy who nice like Hollister shirts, all that kind of stuff, like collared shirts. And I remember he sold like 4 shirts and made like $8.48. I was like, dude, this is just Robert, you can just sell this to somebody at school and make more money.
Yeah, and you're like, what are they going to sell for? Probably like $26. Like, what? How is the markup going to be that? I don't understand this. I don't know. I just feel like the Poshmark thing is like, here, just you can log on and start selling stuff. And it's like people do that on Facebook Marketplace, and like it obviously works. But it's weird just being like, oh, it's my whole entire second income. Like, I'm just taking this. I'm like, well, how do you have that many clothes to just sell all the time? Like, you're selling every day. Every day you're selling something new. Are you like, what do you? I would run out of things. I would run out of clothes.
It's either you're just like a rich, like housewife or house husband, whatever it may be, and you just buy clothes all the time, and you have so much, and you go through them so quickly that you can just sell them, or you're like a fashion influencer and all these brands send you free fucking clothing. But then guess what? You're making so much money off of doing that. You're not reselling these clothes on fucking Poshmark. You're probably just giving them to your friends.
That's a good point. But if they do send them to you for free, why would you not?
So Poshmark, another drug front. That's what it is. This is just a drug front business.
Poshmark.
It doesn't involve cash though. So I don't know how it works with the paper trail, but I'm sure it is.
Poshmark, Mattress Firm, and the calendar store at Katie Mills Mall, I know, are all drug fronts.
I didn't know there's a calendar store.
There was.
Is that in like in the corner?
I don't remember. I don't even know if it's still there. I can't tell you the last time I went to Katie Mills Mall. I remember being like in high school and college when I'd see it, and I was like, how many fucking people go in that a day? Like right now it's fucking April. Is anybody buying calendars? That's kind of like you buy calendars in December, maybe November, January. It's like a 3 month out of the year kind of business.
I feel like every time I have to buy a calendar, it's like July.
Okay,
It's
so
the
maybe
dumbest shit.
July, you throw that in there too.
But
Okay,
they
maybe
do
it is
make
a year-round
calendars
business.
now. They do make them to where like they'll start in just random months, which is good because they finally figured out there's people like me that are really dumb. Like, oh, I want to buy a calendar. I want to use it once, but I want it. But I also want it to start in the month I'm buying right now and go for a year. So
I
they
always
make them.
used I always used to have to buy I would just buy these big like desk calendars for work. So like when I do the sports in the morning, I'd be like, all right, well, Astros played. I'd put all the Houston teams like on their schedules. I'd fill out the whole month ahead of time. All right, Astros at the Pirates today. Rockets played their last home game, and so like you'd come in like at the end of the weekend, and you just kind of like navigate that, and it's way faster than having to go on ESPN and check everything. Because I do even do like college basketball and shit. And usually I would just like forget about getting a new one, and at the beginning of the year, I'd be like, "Damn it, let me order one on Amazon." But our friend Melissa Hyde, she's like the mom of the group. She gave me a calendar, and it's birds saying dirty things.
I
So
love that one. I have it at work.
yeah. Yeah. So I use that to keep all my sports on.
I've had the idea for years to have a digital calendar, but it falls through because it's basically just an iPad attached to a wall.
It's not a bad idea.
But
Speaking of
it's just a
things,
calendar, so you can make it dirt cheap.
speaking of things attached to walls, I had an idea with you. I shared
Dildos?
briefly. That was the no dildos are already a thing. I had an idea. You kind of said you think that it already might exist in some capacity, but I feel like we really need to open the door on like luxury living. And like I've seen commercials for smart refrigerators, and like there's that one where Keenan's like talking to it. You can put your grocery list on there. You can like leave notes for people on it and shit like that. Like we need that for the shower because I always come up with ideas in my shower. I used to have like a dry erase marker, so I just write ideas that I'd come up with in the shower. But like we need to have it where it's like an iPad, so I could like if you just want to hang out, you're having a fun little shower. You can swipe and you can change the music in there. It's basically just like you're running an iPad, but it's a screen that's waterproof in the shower on the wall. And I think that it would be also awesome for like stuff like if you have like a fancy like shower head and it's got like lights or something like amp it up. You can get different qualities to it. You can get different things like with a car. It starts with your base package, but you could also be like, oh, well, now you can fire the jets off with this button, but it's all off a touch screen.
So I found one
Fuck.
that looks like it pretty much has all of that stuff in there. It's called I want you to Google the Maya Bath Superior Platinum, and I'm sure it'll just pop up from there. This is the whole system. It's like they'll deliver it to your house. It gets installed. It's an enclosed space, LED lights, touchscreen, all that. And here's the great thing. Normally, this thing's going to run you $12,999. But there's a sale right now. It'll only cost you $7,999.
What?
At $8,000, this smart shower is a steal.
This thing looks like a spaceship.
Dude, it looks like a fucking beast, doesn't it?
It looks like a spaceship. It does have all the stuff in it. Okay, so all right, like sometimes I come up with an idea that's so great, someone else has already come up with it ahead of me, and this is just one of those times. Like obviously, it was a great idea.
I bet this thing can jerk you off too.
It has to.
Like, I've never wanted anything more that I know I'll never experience in my life. You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're like, I want a yacht. Yeah, you could end up on a yacht at a party
but like,
at some point.
A yacht is like
this I'll never have.
But like I've always wanted, like I've never achieved that. That's always it's like a dream of mine that I feel like one day I will get to, where you just have like a pimp ass shower. Like I've always just had like the 2-in-1 showers. Like that's like my max one. I haven't even had like a master shower where it's just like I've had like the stand up only shower, but I've never had like a fancy cool shower. Like, I want a cool ass bathroom one day, and that is the key to it. I'm gonna get one of those bad boys for just $8,000.
$8,000, and check it out. I just found all the optional accessories you can add on.
Obviously, we're adding all of them.
$25 aromatherapy diffuser and essential oil. Yeah, I want aromatherapy in my smart shower. Fuck yeah.
Yep.
Another $40 premium dry brushing body brush set. I don't know what that is. I don't need that, but that's keep it around for the ladies. I don't know why it costs this much. $46 for the touchless soap dispenser. I feel like we can bring the price down on that one.
No. I think I want it. Just like I want all the features. Give me all.
No. I want it. I'm saying it shouldn't cost that much. $54 handmade bubble bath bomb set. Yeah, it better be handmade. This is luxury.
Okay. Yeah, I'm down with that.
Here's the one that I really want. $54. This is the one I think it's most worth. Fitness smart tracker with heart rate monitor. You mean to tell me I can monitor my heart rate after I jerk it in the shower? That just
Right.
seems like the funniest
And
fucking thing.
did you see there's a foot pedal to drain? So it's like you jerk off right there. You get a little backflow so it doesn't stick to the shower. So then you just like let it float on the water. You hit the foot pedal and goes right down there. No mess.
Flameless battery operated candle set, smart
That's
digital
perfect.
BMI scale with Bluetooth smartphone app sync. $56. I get a scale and my Bluetooth gets connected.
You're
By
gonna
the way,
be
I feel like
so
Bluetooth should
healthy.
be. It's $8,000. I feel like Bluetooth should be already included on that
Let's
one.
not get crazy.
There's a
There's
sauna
underwater.
bamboo mat,
There's a hands-free telephone. I could accept incoming calls.
wooden massage and reflexology aromatherapy kit, multi-purpose bamboo sauna tray caddy,
Fuck yeah,
bathtub
dude.
caddy tray with book and wine holder. You know I'm gonna be getting alky up in my shower,
Yeah,
dude.
dog. Dude, like this is just I want it. I think I'm just gonna take a loan out and get this installed in my apartment. Look at all those jets, bro.
No. See, you gotta wait. You gotta wait till you get out of that place. They
Platinum
don't deserve to have something
Superior,
this nice in there.
the
But can
Maya
you
Bath
imagine?
Platinum Superior Steam Shower. Look it up, fam. Well, if we
Can you
clip this, we'll
imagine
post it on the video.
if you surprised Emma with this at the next place you guys move to? She'd love you
What?
forever, and then instantly she'd scream at you for putting yourselves in debt on a shower. But then
Not
the first time,
if we gamble well.
but if the first time she uses the shower though, she'll get over it. And plus, you'll be so relaxed from showering, all your gambling picks will be right.
Right.
Your brain will be like perfectly even.
Exactly. But yeah, smart showers do exist. So there goes my idea for a smart shower. I really was just like, it'd be easy. It'd be tight to be able to like scroll. Like you get in the habit of like, all right, well, I'm on my phone, but I need to get in the shower. Like it'd be sick if you could just get on like Twitter in the shower. Like, yeah, obviously I would waste a ton of water. But I saw that this shower, what was the quality on it? I wanted to brag. It's something that was ozone sterilization system. So it's got an ozone sterilization system. So we're sterilizing the ozone. So it's probably good for it. So I can waste a little water because I'm saving the ozone probably. I don't know what that means exactly.
$32,000 shower. This just looks like water too. It doesn't even have any of the features. This one's bullshit.
Yeah,
the Maya,
the one we're going with, Maya Bath, dude, Superior Platinum Steam Shower. Like that's what I'm getting, and I'm gonna just do the podcast from there. Like that's what else. I'm gonna be Kramer. Do you think it has a disposal? Was that an option? Because if we get a disposal like Kramer had, like I would just live in the shower. I think a lot of people, like if I could get the Xbox, I could get a waterproof like Xbox controller, I could throw that bad boy on that screen. Like you got the seat already. I could just sit and play Fortnite with the boys.
Dude, I'd
like, why would you ever leave? Well, now you could hop out, but then like you hop out, hop right back in, clean up.
Well, I bet the shower in there is better. I mean, the toilet in there would be better than the one out of there.
It definitely would.
I mean, I spent $8,000 on it. I'm gonna poo in it.
It's just guy stuff. So you have to ever leave. It'd be just guy stuff, yeah. But
well, how big is the drain that opens when you hit the? Oh, it's it's gonna have a drain cover though. It's not just gonna be a hole. So yeah, don't poop in that. You don't have to waffle it.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. I guess that's really all I had, except I had a little spider story. I went camping a couple weeks ago and I parked my truck under this tree, and I guess at some point in the weekend there was a spider that just made a little web from like the cab of my truck, like towards like the back of the bed of the truck. And I was like, all right, tight. Like, I'm not gonna get rid of it. Like, I'll just let him ride with me. There's no way that fucking stays on 2.5 hours on the highway. It did. And so like he just like kept building this web all last week, and I was like, cool, well, I'm gonna go out of town, but like there's no way it's gonna make it on the highway this time. Made it all the way. Like some of it came off, but then he's slowly building it back. And it's like, bro, this dude Amir just vibing. I'm like, what's up, dude? Good morning. I started saying good morning to the spider because I'm like, I would have got rid of it, but I was like, I don't want to piss off Frankie. I'm just assuming it's one of Frankie's cousins. He's on the land. Maybe he's laying low a little bit. I think I'm helping Frankie kind of, like, watch out. I'm a safe house.
I think it's probably Frankie's buddy Trent.
I heard Trent got in some trouble, but like, usually Frankie would hit me up, but maybe Frankie's not in a spot right now where he can make calls safely. You know what I'm saying?
He probably just told Trent, just go see Alex. He'll take care of
I
it.
got my guy Alex. Go over there. He's got a nice truck. You can hang in the back of the truck. Look, lay low. Don't get yourself seen. Maybe he won't tell everybody where you are on his podcast. But now I got Trent. Trent just hanging out. But I have been being like, yo, what's up, dude? I keep looking to be like, did you get anything yet? He hasn't really caught anything. But now I gotta have like
he just doesn't leave any evidence.
But it's also like he's not in my house. Like if he was in my house, I'd probably be like, we got to get out of here, bud. But like he's just outside of my truck, just hanging out. It's not a big spider either. So I'm like, dude, you're a fucking rebel, bro. You're just hanging out.
Trent's a good guy.
Trent's a good
Everybody
dude.
likes Trent.
I say good morning, man. I should probably like be like, hey, good afternoon. But like I always think about it in the morning because I always set my coffee on top. I'm like, what's up, dude?
Next time you see him, tell him I said hey.
All right, but yo, Pat and the gang say hey.
Okay, good.
All right. Yeah. So yeah, I got a spider buddy I made. Spider truck.
So I had an idea for us. I see a lot of podcasts out there that do very well, do seasons. Now we don't have to change our schedule at all, but what if we just arbitrarily started it like one season could be 100 episodes long, the next one could be fucking 3. We're just like, all right, we're turning a leaf, new season.
I feel like we made that bit where we did it like every year is just a new season. We have the best of episode, and then that's like our week off, and then we're like, all right, this is season 10 now.
Year-long season's too long for me though. I want to do it arbitrarily. Just like every time one of us says something that the other person thinks is dumb, just be like, all right, reset, new season. It could be a new season in the middle of an episode.
Welcome to the newest season of Pass the Gravy, everybody. We're starting a new one now. Last season, that was it. I know that was a cliffhanger because you didn't know where we were going, but we've just started a new season.
It's just an idea.
You didn't know if we should be like, is Robert gonna die? Is Robert dead? I don't know. And then we'll start the new season on the mock draft. Yeah, we'll start the new season on the mock draft. Robert's dead. We don't know. We've not seen him. He's missing. Cut out the first part of the podcast where we said like,
who killed Bobby Jokes?
Where is he? We don't know.
A, Alex. B, Pat. C, Hillary Clinton. Find out next week.
Well, I mean, it's definitely not the two of us.
Well,
That's
why you were A, I was B.
Whew. I don't want to get in trouble with the Clintons. All right, buddy. What'd you bring in for the Precome segment, buddy?
I think I'm just gonna go bald. I think I'm gonna just shave it.
You ready to do it?
Yeah, I mean, I don't care. I've never cared about what I look like. Pretty fucking obviously, I would say. But especially my hair. I wear a hat 98% of the time anyway. But I was just thinking the other day, I was like, I could probably just save on some shampoo. Just get like one. And I see the ads all the time. Like, because your phone knows everything. It knows I'm bald. So I see the ads for like those cool head shaver ones where you just rub it like continuously over your head so you don't have to actually like know what you're doing. And I was like, I should just fucking do it. But all like, I mean, I feel like though the first time I shave it though, it's not coming back. So it's like,
right, final. You like savor it. Well, yeah, and it's like a big difference. Like people are gonna be like, "Who the fuck's this guy?"
Yeah, but also I was like, well, I always go back to, well, I don't care, and I can't look worse with a bald head. I'd just be like, Pat looks even like more of a dick now. That'll be it. But
what do you think the odds are? Because it is like a chore to go shave it in the first place.
Well, I'm gonna buy one of those like specifically. It's just to be a head shaver thing. And if I have that, I can, you just rub it over your head like 20 seconds before you hop in the shower. So like, if I do it, I'm gonna do it. It won't be hard to keep up with. It's just a matter of me actually going and buying the thing.
It's Amazon, bro. You can get it tomorrow.
Yeah, but I just keep not thinking about it.
But that's the beauty also, it's on your phone. Just do it now.
I got a Home Depot gift card, so I was trying to find head shavers at Home Depot. They don't sell them.
I don't think that's more home improvement, not hair improvement.
Well, I did find like beard trimmers on the Home Depot website, but not head trimmers. And also I bought a pair of DeWalt shoes. Apparently DeWalt makes shoes. It's not just tools. But they look like very comfy work shoes. And you know what? Worst case scenario, if they suck, it was a gift card. It was free anyway.
Yeah. I like though that like you just like I like to think of you just treating Home Depot as like a grocery store though. You're like you guys don't have fucking eggplant. Actually, they probably do. They have like a gardening department. Never mind. So fuck, that was a bad joke. Like,
Dude, I was there today. I love Home Depot. Home Depot.
you guys don't have wings? There's no wings? No, sir. This is a home improvement store. We have wood.
We got sawdust.
We have grills. Well, shit.
We got seasonal flowers and wood.
Did you want a ladder? We could get that. We can make that happen. No. I wanted a razor. You guys have toothbrushes? Huh?
Oh, I thought about today. If I didn't wake up late and I just had to get some stuff done before doing the podcast today, I almost considered spending like an hour in Home Depot today, just walking around looking at shit. I've reached full on dad mode. I brought my fucking. So I'll get to that story later, why I brought stuff there. But like, yeah, I was bringing stuff into Home Depot to look for the right nut on it. That's some dad shit. Like I've gone full on just fucking middle-aged white suburban guy. I look forward to Home Depot trips, bringing the tools with me to find the right fucking bolt because I just need one goddamn thing. I love it.
No, it's not. It's like it is cool because it's like just shit that like I'm not a manly man, you know. So it's like I'm like these knobs look cool. These are some cool light fixtures. That looks like the old school lights that they used to have with all the filament in it. That'd be cool for a bar. You're like, I'm not ever gonna use this, but like, look at that. Look at that refrigerator. Ooh, that's a
Oh yeah.
refrigerator.
Dude, they got some cool ass fan blades in there too.
Yeah. Yeah. So like, dude, these are all like the big long ones too. You're like, man, that's crazy. This is like an industrial fan blade.
It made me realize Home Depot when you're a child is like baths. You don't want to fucking go. Your parents make you do it, but as soon as you get inside there, you're like, this is wonderful.
Because I was like, yeah, you because it always meant you were doing chores. Like when Mark Middleton would make you go to Home Depot with him, like we were getting mulch, and then we were gonna have to mulch the yard, so we couldn't do anything until we finished mulching the yard that day. But like when you go to Home Depot, yeah, you are just like lost the magic of like, ooh, weed eaters.
It just smells like sawdust. It's the best.
Look at this riding lawnmower. This is cool. What is this? Oak?
Like sawdust and fresh cut grass are the two best smells in the world.
And like everything's like it doesn't look like a regular store. Everything's orange. You have people wearing aprons that aren't cooking anything. You're just like, it feels wacky and wild, but also calm and safe. All right, so yeah, we had a little technical difficulty right there. Pat and I were, reminiscing on how amazing Home Depot is, and the power went out in my apartment, and so I had to wait for everything to reboot.
For once, it wasn't me.
But we're back. We're back. Fingers crossed we can get through the rest of this. That was pretty much the rest of the Precome segment, though, right?
Yeah.
As far as I know, we do have all of the audio and video of that. So you are able to be watching it on our YouTube channel, which you should go subscribe to Pass the Great Podcast on YouTube, or hopefully you're still listening to it. All right. Let's get into the Comeback Kids segment, which is brought to us by Southern Star Brewing Company, best beer in the entire world. Nothing better than drinking a Southern Star buddy, Brandon Davis, Texas Cat Daddy. I saw he was cheersing it up with some of the fellas. He had some strawberry bombshell blonde. That's my personal favorite of the Southern Star. I've been finding quite a bit of the Tejas chocolate stouts.
It's so good.
It's amazing. I went up to a ranch for Easter weekend and brought some of those bad boys, crushed some of them while doing a little fishing this past weekend. It was awesome, but there's nothing a Southern Star won't cure. You're feeling a little down, Southern Star is going to feel better. Obviously drink responsibly, but Southern Star, best beer on the planet. If you're not a beer guy or gal, just give a Southern Star a try. And I bet you will be, because you maybe you're looking for a mimosa type something. Go get you the Southern Brunch. That's dope. Maybe you want what's left of the Darling, like a Marlin Black IPA. Go check that out. That's up there at the brewery, 3525 North Fraser Street in Conroe. They always got awesome food. D's cooking crawfish, best crawfish in the game. I would know. I am the Cal Ripken of crawfish. 168 consecutive weeks.
Big facts.
Big D's is out there all the time. Big D's cooking. Go check them out. Best crawfish in town. You get the ravioli and get the pickle in your crawfish. It's a game changer. It's a game changer. But they always have awesome food trucks. They always have awesome events. They always have awesome beers up at Southern Star Brewing Company, 3525 North Fraser Street. When you go up there, let them know you're part of the Gravy Gang. They'll take good care of you. I promise. Be like, yo, I'm part of the Gravy Gang. It's like with Frankie Ocho. Oh, I'm associate with Frankie Ocho. Like, I'm an associate of the Gravy Gang. And they'll be like,
Local 8.
come on in here. Come on in here. Yeah. Local 8, like a fucking like workers union.
Yeah. Frankie runs Local 8.
I run Local 8, all right. I do like that. I like that.
Dude, we rip off like the IBEW logo, Local 8 on there. It's just
put a
spider in the middle of it.
It's a dumpster with like a spider. It's waste management.
Local 8. Don't cross the line.
Just don't. Just don't.
Test us. See what happens.
Just don't do it. But yeah, Southern Star Brewing Company, best beer in the entire planet, and the official beer sponsor of the Comeback Kid segment.
It's the Comeback Kid. The Comeback Kid of the week. The Comeback Kid of the week. Bitch.
Our first Comeback Kid this week is the old normal, because I feel like for years we have been living in what was called the new normal after COVID. And Biden said, by golly, the COVID pandemic is over.
We did it.
We finally did it, fam. We're back to the old normal.
Way to go, guys.
That's not the new me. That's the old me. Old me back in.
Does that mean we get to go back to what politics was like before that, too?
I think it was pretty bad at that point also.
I mean, it's so much worse now, though.
Yeah, I mean, you could argue that for sure. But yeah,
it's just crazier.
I think that I'd be cool for it to be just chiller. It's more chill. Hey, politics. We're actually gonna talk politics in a little bit. I can get into that there. But you know what? Why don't I just hop over that? Because the old normal's back. COVID's over. We beat it, everybody. Congratulations, people. Congratulations. 3 long years. We will never get back. We beat it. All of us. But politics is also back this week because I am officially running for mayor of Houston.
We're finally doing it. The Middleton Dion card.
Hey,
we're doing it.
Throwing my name into the hat, buddy. Throwing my name into the hat.
But I'm running with you.
You running with me? I'd love you to be a part of my team. I did look it up. There is not like a vice mayor, but if there was, buddy, you sure as shit would have been it.
We'll create that. We'll create the vice mayor.
I bring all kind of ideas, but like we were talking about keeping politics chill, like Alex Middleton for mayor. It's chill.
So see, that's the thing.
It's chill.
We got to figure out what party are we in? Are we in one of the existing ones? Are we
bringing
back
Bull Moose?
Bull Moose?
Bull Moose is what I decided.
Okay.
I've already declared that on Twitter. People were asking what platform I was running on, and I was like, libertarian. I don't know. Like they're having their time right now, but like Democrats, Republicans, I'm not a man of like, you can't paint me in a box. All right. I'm a guy that's bullheaded and that is strong like Moose. I was just talking to Pat earlier. I'm kind of a little sore from working out yesterday. See, like I'm strong like Moose. So the Bull Moose party, I think, fits me perfectly. And old Teddy Roosevelt, like Teddy Roses, that guy is the guy to look up to. Okay.
I thought it was Bull Moose because I shit like a bull and you have a temper like a moose.
Also that. Spin it whichever way you'd like. But the Bull Moose party is running for mayor in Houston. Really, my name is going to go on the ballot. All it costs is $35, and you have to get somebody to notarize it with their signature. Can't be that expensive. So like 40, 50 bucks. And I can put my name on the ballot for Houston mayor. Don't expect to win, obviously. But if I do get elected, when I am elected, I will.
I expect a job.
Pizza Friday. Yeah, you're going to get a job because that's hot right now in the mayor's office. You can just give your buddy a job and like give them actually a lot of money. Like you could get very rich and then like nothing will happen.
I don't want to get very rich. I just want to be comfortable because I don't really want people looking into me, you know?
It's like Houston. Well, you said Houston's politics are crooked. And politics is a mess, and we're gonna clean it up. We're gonna get there. And we're gonna clean it up. It's a mess. All right. And we're gonna turn around corruption. Although I will be giving some of my friends jobs, but that's fine. That's not corruption. That's me just knowing Pat's the right guy. He's my advisor. My advisor. It's not just I'm not just handing him out contracts willy-nilly or anything like that. But we're just kind of chill. And like regardless, like people are gonna be all mad at us and shit if we're doing anything politicsy. I'll be like, hey, it's chill, dude. Houston, keep it chill, bro.
And
Hey,
actually, as
chill, whatever, bro. Like we need a carefree attitude in Houston. Maybe the crime will go down. Maybe people are so stressed out. That's why crime is higher. Has anybody ever thought about trying my option? No, they haven't. They haven't. But I'm here to turn this city around.
and as confident and cocky as I am in my own abilities, maybe I should just be your assistant. But I'll do it like April. Like people try and schedule meetings with you, and I'm like, nah, vibes are off that day.
What day is that? Yeah, no, I think he's gonna be busy. What does he got scheduled? Don't worry about it.
We were planning on just vibing up at the brewery that day. I mean, if you want to swing through, you can, but like, really don't talk like politics.
Like, I
at
mean,
the brewery.
yeah,
We don't
like,
bring it there.
honestly, yeah, we like to keep work at work, and work is where we're gonna keep working City Hall. Like, but you haven't like got elected yet. Like you're not in city. Well, like right, but like we're gonna start working when it's time to work. You know, right now we're vibing it out. We're vibing out the people. We're visiting. We're talking to people. You know, we're meeting the people. Men of the people like us need to meet the people. You may get to walk around in your fancy suits and you know, pretend to be kissing these babies and shaking hands and whatnot, but we are actually men on the streets. We're the common man. And that's what we're doing for Houston, all right? Pizza Fridays are back also, though. Pizza Fridays.
I'm down for Pizza Fridays.
Pizza Fridays are back. And then
Dude,
like,
what about this? What about this? You know how everyone does 2 for Tuesdays for wings?
Yeah.
2 for Wednesdays. Keep that bitch rolling into the next day.
2 for Wednesdays. It'd be awesome if we could find like a gravy tie-in for that. That would be.
I mean, we can sell gravy with buckets of chicken wings. I mean, what? Explain to me why dunking a chicken wing into gravy wouldn't be delicious. Because I can't come up with anything.
I can't find a reason. Honestly.
Like you give me a nice fucking spicy garlic wing, and you give me some fucking bacon white gravy, and I dunk that bitch. Yeah, I'm shaving hours off of my life with each bite. Like each bite is at least 3 hours, but worth it. Those are the worst hours of your life anyway. At the end.
Like the best part about like getting into politics now, like as like a big politician, right? Like I will always be like, I ran for mayor of Houston. Like I can always be like, I was in the politics spectrum, but got into it briefly. One election cycle, didn't really campaign at all besides my podcast. I would like to be on a debate though. And I don't know what you got to do to necessarily get thrown into the debates. I think like if your name's on the ballot, you do get some invites and I will absolutely take it up. I just want to be like the guy that gets kicked out of debates. Be like, yeah, well, hey, fuck you, dude. Look, sorry, I'm not a fucking nerd that knows all your politics, buddy. We're going to keep it chill. We're going to keep it chill. With that, I'd like to respond, fuck you.
Yeah, the entire debate. Here's what I'll do. I'll be your debate coach as well. We're just going to find all the things that those guys have done that were shady and fucked up. And they're going to be like, oh, what are you going to do to improve the city's water? We're like, well, I don't know shit about that, but I do know that Mayor Turner gave his nephew a $275,000 contract for his company that had never had a job before last month. That seems pretty fucking weird, don't you think? I don't know. I don't think he did that. I was just making up some corrupt sounding shit. And then whoever else is
Deshaun Watson. What more should I say?
Like, he was going against Deshaun.
No, but like that's all. You don't say anything else because like he was going against Deshaun, and then people will just be like, he's associated with Deshaun. He's a woman herder.
No, because then he'll just say the words, "I was going after Deshaun."
Like, no, I have my time. I reserve my time.
I'm here to coach you on what to say.
But I will also have an air horn that I'll just blow when I don't like what people are saying about me.
I'm good at coaching and coming up. You are good at off the cuff, just riffing some shit. As long as I can keep the riff pointed in the direction we want it to go, we're golden. We're golden, Pony boy.
Yeah, I'm pretty stoked about it though. Like this is a whole new avenue for me. And it's really opening me up. Like I'm more of like a worldly man, I feel like, honestly.
Yeah, I just can't wait to be the guy behind the scenes of a political campaign. Like I feel like my aesthetic is basically going to be if Charlie Day was a campaign manager. Like I'm never going to have a coat on, but I'll always have a suit and a tie that's almost all the way tied.
Yeah. Absolutely. Because like I'm looking at who I'm running against because like this is really the first time. I know Busby. I know
Busby's not going to win.
Else. Well, he's running though. Robin Williams. Ugh. She's a former Marine, so I'm
I'm out.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna not talk shit to her. She's a Marine. Sheila Jackson Lee,
Oh
fuck
no,
you.
we'll ask
Fuck
her
you.
if she eats crayons. Yeah, Sheila
Gilbert
Jackson Lee, go fuck
Garcia.
herself.
He was the chairman of Metro. But cool. How come we only have like 2 feet of Metro, loser? And he'll be like, oh, I don't know. But yeah, the Metro's cool if I want to go to NRG Stadium and then nowhere else ever. And he'll be like, so that guy's out. Suck it, Gilbert Garcia. Robert Gallegos, Houston City Council member. Psh, anybody can do that job. I'm more of a fan of the Galapagos Islands instead of
There you
Robert
go.
Gallegos, if you know what I'm
Boom
saying.
roasted.
Chris Hollins, attorney and Metro board member, also Metro. Cool, 2 feet of trains, losers.
Boom roasted.
Annihilated. He's done. And then Tony Busby, Deshaun Watson. What more should I say? Don't look
Boom
into
roasted.
it, but just done. So Robin Williams and I should actually do like
Actually,
whole,
Tony
pact.
Busby, all you have to say is that there's no lawyer in the state that has any respect for that guy.
Well,
Like he's known statewide, and everybody know. I can't say that none of them do, but they all know he's a piece of shit.
look, everybody knows that Texas's
Like
real lawyer is Jim Adler, the Texas Hammer, and if you don't,
yeah.
then you can suck a dick. All right, pal.
That's all you got to do. And you have an inroad with Adler, so when you get to Busby, you just say, "I already have a recommendation from the Texas Hammer. I'm not even a lawyer. What is Busby doing that's wrong that he can't even get his fellow boardsmen? I don't know if that's what lawyers are called, but they pass the board, so boardsmen can't even get the support."
I'm Jim Adler, and I'll support Alex Middleton for mayor of Houston.
He's gonna hammer crime.
There we go. But it's also gonna be chill. He's gonna keep it chill, but he's also gonna hammer crime.
He'll hammer the vibes.
He's gonna hammer down some good vibes for our city.
There we go.
I'm Alex Middleton, and I support this message. Somebody make me a dope highlight reel because I need to do that, and then I will lay down there like, I'm Alex Middleton, and I support this message. Alex for Houston. Paid for by Alex.
Do you support being chill? Do you support beers with the boys and girls? Vote Alex Middleton.
Yeah. Just find like other people doing like recreational things with their family, and then just be like, oh, it looks like they're not fighting for their city, and this is me protesting on the streets for our rights, but in a chill way because I'm sitting in a lounge chair.
And it's just you walking wheezy
and tweeting like, this isn't right.
Have you ever had an apartment complex that was a bunch of bastards to you for years on end? Alex is gonna. That's what you'll run on, going after dickhead apartments.
I just condemn this place the second that like I take over.
People are like, isn't that corrupt? You're like, damn right, but it needs to be done.
It's not corrupt. It's just.
Yeah. Like they're all bastards.
Own, not taken.
They took away all the plants and painted everything gray and said that was going to make it look better.
And then they were dicks about everything.
Your apartment used to look really nice, and now it looks like housing in an Eastern Bloc nation.
Yeah. This is basically Ukraine.
That's the best. That's
they basically made us live in the Ukraine now.
Like, I don't remember where they went in Euro Trip when they went way too far, but that's the country that. No. When they went, remember when they ended up in like the Eastern Bloc? It was like Yugoslavia or some shit. Yeah. That's what your apartments look like now.
No, I don't disagree with that.
On the outside, on the inside, Emma has built you a beautiful home.
Emma has built a wonderful home inside, but yeah, and it's gonna. I mean, I guess we're gonna have to move into like the mayor's mansion. Do they have a mayor house?
They've got City Hall. Not in City Hall, but there's got to be a house.
I'd like you got to get a house in there. Oh, and then when we get the house, we're gonna get the Platinum Superior steam shower from my bath.
Oh,
that's gonna be my that's gonna be my celebration.
I'll use a hose out back.
Like the taxpayers will be chill about that though, right? Like be chill about it. Like it's just something for me, a little treatsy. First one, only one.
Yeah.
Just a little treatsy on taxpayers, right? Like you guys love me. I'm cool. I'm the mayor of the people. People want me to have this dope ass shower.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that works. But yeah, I'm pretty much gonna fucking crush it in this election. And if you guys just heard me annihilate my fellow mayoral candidates besides Robin Williams, who's tight in my books. Great name. Just also, I'm not talking shit about the troops, right? I love the troops. And everybody else besides Robin Williams doesn't. So you tell me who you want to vote for. Somebody that hates the troops? Wouldn't be me.
But also, you don't eat crayons.
I don't eat crayons. And I did just win a solos on Fortnite, which is basically like Call of Duty Light. So sort of like battle tested.
That's sick, dude.
It was sick. I was pretty proud of myself. All right. Last. Or no, we got a couple more. I didn't realize I was jumping on politics. Comeback kid. Then the Dalai Lama. Comeback kid. Tongues are really what's the comeback kid in this one because he asked the kid to suck his tongue, and that was wild.
Turns out he's a horny old bastard.
That was pretty wild, wasn't it?
That was weird. Like the fucking weirdest thing about it is I could see it like not being sexual. He's just like a weird old guy that was like joking around with a kid, but doesn't know how to interact with children or anyone because he has no sexuality in his life or his entire life. So he probably just does weird shit and doesn't get it. But damn, that kid looked like he was very afraid of getting trafficked.
Yeah, it was an awkward exchange. It was an awkward exchange for sure.
Catholics were sitting there like, all right, focus on the Buddhists.
See, it isn't just us.
Our actual Pope didn't rape any kids, just the others. And now that's the head of your religion. You deal with it. You're the rapist now.
What do you think it is with like organized religions and like just like little boys only? I feel like it doesn't really happen a lot with little girls. You don't hear those.
Dude,
stories.
it's definitely the cute outfits they put them in. Dude. No, I'm just kidding. Well, or at least for
this is a heavy topic. We don't really even have to talk about that.
I mean, really,
it's
it's because priests aren't allowed to do anything with girls. Like it's specifically in there. I don't think there's anything specifically in the Bible that says don't fuck little boys. Now it does say sodomy is evil, but I don't know how they did the gymnastics around it. But I don't know. Priests figured out, and it was just there's no altar girls. It was just priests and altar boys hanging out all the time.
Fair.
I'm sure that led to it.
Fair. All right. Well, Dalai Lama's back. This conversation could get weird. So let's.
He's back, and pretty soon he's going to be canceled.
And then our last comeback kid you had was Elon Musk.
Yeah. I love him. I don't necessarily love his politics and everything. I love that he is the richest man on the planet, but he just uses it to be an internet troll because that's just funny as shit to me.
Yeah.
And I don't know if this is actually Elon. Twitter tagged NPR on Twitter as a state-run media organization, meaning that the government controls NPR and puts it out there. NPR said this is bullshit and we will not tweet again until you remove this from our Twitter. Now let me check now. Last time I checked, it was still there. This is just the funniest troll job I've ever seen. Government funded media. That's what it still says. Now, NPR does get some government funding, but it's also pretty much almost entirely funded by just donations from people. But this is just some petty ass Twitter trolling shit. But Elon has the power to do it, so he can just do whatever the fuck he wants. Hold on. Oh wait, no, they've been tweeting today, but it still says that. So they kind of got over their own bullshit. But it must be nice to be able to spend $44 billion on something and just use it to troll people that piss you off.
And it's like, and then people are all mad, like how bad, like that he's changed it. It's like, well, I mean, it's his company, so I don't know. I saw some dude like showed up. I was trying, like, I don't remember where he was from, but he was like, yeah, I'd like to ask you about this. He's like, yeah, why don't you come on in and have a sit down? And like the guy like was asking him about censorship or something. He's like, well, give me an example. And the guy was like, I didn't bring an example. He's like, well, just name one off. Like, just think of you obviously have many. And the guy's like, well, it was just like, it was funny because that guy obviously was not prepared. But like, yeah, well, come on, let's just like sit down. Like, why don't you do the interview do an interview right now? He's like, well, I wasn't prepared. I mean, well, this is a good time for me. Let's just do it now.
So what NPR was tweeting was they were tweeting links to their other things saying, well, you can still find our stuff at these other places. Don't follow us here.
You can't tweet it.
But like, I hope now that like whoever runs their social media gets paid less because they don't have to follow or they don't have to do anything on Twitter anymore.
That's one less. I do like the people that like don't announce your departure. Stay in a fucking airport. Nobody fucking cares. Just go dark. Nobody
saw
cares.
That the other day.
Oh, hey, I'm just back to signal boost. I'm just signal boosting this. So, and it's like, it's always somebody that has like 200 followers. And you're like, you're not really signal boosting it that much. Like, okay, dude.
I'm done with this app.
This guy has like 6 people follow him. Yeah, I'm just back to single boots. I'm fucking out. I'm fucking out after this. Ukraine flag, then Egypt flag, then COVID mask flag, then how many flags is too many flags? On your like your header, because it's like I kind of want to just do that where I have like America flag. Is there a pirate flag? Because I definitely want to go pirate flag. I'll do the Chile flag because it looks like Texas, and then obviously pride because I'm an ally. And then
I think you get 2. Like if your dad's from Mexico and your mom's from Korea, you can be like Mexico, Korea.
there are people that have a lot of them though.
Yeah, it's too much. Here's an idea. In your fucking name, just don't just put your name.
But I'd also like you to include your vax status. And if you've gotten any booster shots. I love that
Immunized.
too. It's like, Carl,
Immunized.
2x vax. And it's like,
dude,
thanks, Carl.
I don't even remember. It's been so long. I don't remember. I think I got 3, maybe 4. I don't fucking remember.
I got Johnson & Johnson, baby.
I don't know. I would visit my mom.
I was like, give me one and done. And they're like, that's not the one you should take. That's the bad one. And I was like, I already took it, baby.
All I know is when I have my first heart attack, I'm going to blame my mom. But you made me get all those boosters. And she's going to be like, dude, you've been drinking too much and staying up too late and eating unhealthy for 20 years. Pretty sure this one's not on me.
Nope.
Like, fuck you, mom.
Nope. And then we'll be like Joe Rogan. We'll do a whole Joe Rogan podcast on it. And why the government calls you to go down with this stuff. We're getting taken off of YouTube probably as we speak. Like they're just like, nope, not this part. Maybe put that part out, Robert. I don't know. But Elon's back. And then I also saw like in San Francisco, is that where their headquarters is? Wherever their headquarters is, like there's like a rule that you have to have the company's name displayed on the outside of the building. And he painted over it and made it say Titter. And they were like, well, you can't do that. He's like, well, the name is on the building. We just painted over it also. So it's still on the building. It's just got white paint over the W.
I did not know that. That's hilarious.
It's Titter on the street. So
like he literally just has fuck you money. Like that's my favorite.
It's just a guy from Reddit that like is just he's like, what if I turn social media into this? And you're like, fuck yeah.
I love that he'll have an idea like hey, what if I made it say Titter? And he'll get like a little chuckle in his head out of it. And then he'll just do it. And like as time goes on, he's like, this isn't really that funny, but like I'm pop committed and it's childish, so I want to do it.
Also, I'm a billionaire, so nothing else matters.
Like it stops being funny, but when people get mad at it, it becomes funny again. I get it.
Well, did you see he's been losing money ever since he purchased Twitter? He's like, yeah, he's still a billionaire, so he's got a lot of money. So
yeah, guess what? He's going to use all those losses to not pay personal income tax.
Still rich.
Like exactly what Trump did. He's going to take a loss in the company and not pay taxes personally.
I don't know if we're being bootlickers by doing that, but it's like, I'm not saying he's the best guy in the world. I'm just saying he's funny.
Yeah, he makes me laugh.
He's funny, and I like funny.
I like him.
I want to be mad about people being funny. It's like, you're bustling with people's lives. Oh, really? On Twitter? Twitter is?
They just log off.
Maybe just chill out.
Log off.
Chill out. Just chill out. Speaking of Twitter, do I get like at Mayor of Houston? Like, do I get that one? Like POTUS?
Yeah, I think so.
M-O-H, Mo at M-O-H.
That's also maid of honor. Will you be instituting prima nocta?
No, I will not. I only know that because of Michael Scott on The Office. No, you cannot deflower the bride before they get married. You cannot. That's something we're staunchly against.
I don't want to deflower any bride.
We're trying to keep it chill, bro. We're keeping Houston chill, not just banging the bride before she gets married. That causes drama. That's not chill at all.
I didn't kill anyone. I don't want no virgin. I want them experienced.
Hey, let's not get crazy. We're keeping it chill.
Okay, see? That's right. That's not very
chill. That's how we keep Houston chill. Okay, that's how we keep Houston chill.
You're right. That wasn't.
It's hot in Houston. Let's keep it chill. Done. See, and Alex for mayor. I feel like that's why you should vote for me. All right. Will you text Bobby right now about doing mock draft? Why don't we all do an ad for us real quick? Because Robert is again feeling under the weather. So we are going to do our mock draft of Super Mario. We didn't really talk about like, is it gonna be the movie? I think it's just pretty much the characters from Super Mario. I'm gonna send him an invite, so hopefully he'll be ready for that. And we're not gonna cut this probably. We're probably not even gonna cut this. We're just gonna talk through it. But let me tell you guys about littlemshop.com, the official sponsor of this week's mock draft segment. I love Little M Shop. Pat was he was driving me to the Rod Ryan Show golf tournament last week, and he has a new Little M he opened up there. His car smelled phenomenal. What you don't want to be is one of those baby back bitches riding around in one of those little stupid motherfucking little dumb green trees hanging from your rearview mirror. Nobody likes that guy. Don't be that guy. It's no bueno. Do not be that way. Go to littlemshop.com. Get you one of the best air fresheners on the planet. When you spend $10 or more in the store, you're going to get free shipping. Also, if you use our promo code PTG69, you're going to get 10% off your order. So that's 10% off your order and free shipping when you spend $10 or more at littlemshop.com. Go buy 6-7 little baby air fresheners. Get you some stickers. They got some awesome stickers, some custom stickers. Taylor Swift coming to town. Maybe there's a little Swifty. And yeah, go check out some of the possibly Swifty themed items in the store. We also have the customizable ones. I have this Gravy King keychain right there, and I did just replace with my little life hack is always you throw a little air freshener at the bottom of your trash can, then you put the bag in. So if you had any drippage or anything, it stinks. One of the air freshener had been in there for a while. Just changed that bad boy out, and I was doing the trash the other day. I was like, a little whiff, a little M, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Littlemshop.com. Head over there, use the promo code PTG69 at checkout for 10% off your order at littlemshop.com. If you get anything from them, tag them. Let them know you're supporting the people supporting the podcast. They're at Little EM Shop on Instagram and at Little EM Tweets on Twitter. Also go like their Facebook page as well. Let them know you support the people supporting the podcast. littlemshop.com, littlemshop.com. Now let's move to the mock draft portion of the podcast. Robert, welcome aboard, buddy. How you doing?
Thank you. I'm a little under the weather, but
you sound sick.
Yeah. I was gonna say you sound sexy.
But yeah, no, sexy but sick. Sexy sick.
Like in Friends when Phoebe gets sick and her voice gets all raspy and she's like, "Ooh, I'm attractive as hell." That's you, Robert.
That's you, Barry Manilow.
Yeah, I feel like that's what it usually happens. I have to get sick in order to sound sexy.
You missed out on. We had technical difficulties. That was not on Pat's end today. My power went out. And
yeah, finally wasn't me.
Just had to riff through it. But yeah, nobody else listening cares. But mock draft of Super Mario. Let's first recap last week's mock draft of Easter candy. I was the winner of that one by 54% of the vote. Pat had 38% coming in second, and Robert couldn't even get 10% of the vote. 8% is what you had. I mean, you really went cotton candy.
You've took Peeps. Peeps is what screwed you.
Peeps probably didn't help, but his picks were like there were 2 Easter runs, and then there were actually no Easter M&Ms counts. But I think it's Peeps and the candy or cotton candy might have done.
Yeah, the both of you just went all eggs, so everyone probably thought, oh, this is a mock draft of eggs.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't.
Easter candy.
No, I didn't. I had the chocolate bunny, sir.
Yeah, the chocolate bunny, which lays the eggs.
By the way, somebody on Twitter did say that the hollow bunny is superior. That's dumb. That's dumb.
Sounds like a poor.
You're getting less chocolate.
I agree. I agree completely.
Just make sure it's a milk chocolate bunny. That's what you
That was last week's mock draft. So wins on the season. I am now currently in the lead with 3.5 wins. Robert has 2.5, and bringing up the rear is Pat. We do the draft each week based off of the previous week's draft results. So Robert got last. Robert will go first. Then it will be Pat. Then it will be me. Then it will be me, Pat, Robert, Pat, me, Pat, Robert. That's how a snake draft works. That's how this one will go. This is the mock draft of Super Mario, and it is just Mario characters, not necessarily just from the movie. Because I looked at the movie and I was like, I don't know who. Like there were like 2 characters. Like I have no fucking clue who that character is. And I wanted to use some of my old classics. Robert, start us off. Who's number 1 in the mock draft of Super Mario?
I feel like this one is easy. You got to go Yoshi.
Yeah, that's the obvious pick. I think that any other thing would have been insane.
Mm-hmm.
Smart pick, Bobby. Pat, going to you now.
I'm actually getting my 1-1. Raccoon Mario. When he's got his raccoon suit on. With the tail and he can fly and everything, dude. Raccoon Mario.
Okay.
Do you
I
not
feel like
remember Raccoon Mario?
I mean, I do. I just feel like I would have taken him in the later rounds. So I'm gonna go
He's the
just.
best.
I'm gonna go Mario and Luigi back to back because now I got both brothers, so that's a fucking snag.
Well, I had a better Mario than you.
Right, but you you get a specific Mario, so I'm gonna take.
Yeah.
You're gonna take
The best
Fireball Mario next.
Actually, no. Next, I'm taking Frog Mario. Frog
Okay.
Mario was the dopest suit. He swam so well in it. Frog Mario.
This is either gonna win it for you or like just tank it.
I'm going to win. I'm going to win.
All right,
no doubt.
Bobby, you got 2 here. A lot of stuff on the board still.
Yeah. What version of Mario should I choose?
Just
I'm gonna go
Fireball
with
Mario.
Toad.
Toad is a good one.
Go with Toad, and then for my second pick, I'm gonna go with Bowser.
Damn, I really thought I
Damn,
was gonna.
that
I didn't
was-
think you were gonna take Bowser.
That was a good pick. I guess I would have taken him if he had fallen to me, but I just didn't see that happening.
All right, let's keep it rolling. Star
Solid picks,
Mario.
Bobby.
Star Mario. When he gets that star and he's invincible. Star Mario, baby.
Really going in on all of the Marios, huh?
I'm picking the most powerful characters in the game, and you guys are just letting me have them.
Oh, okay. Okay. I'm gonna go Wario on this one because he's just the evil brother. He's the one of that. And then I think I gotta go Princess Peach. Why not? Kind of a bitch. She always gets caught up in shit and like can't really do anything for herself. But then you can play with her in games, and she's very capable of running and jumping and getting
Whoa.
away from people. But like, I don't know. Seems like she gets caught up in like getting captured a lot. But I'll take her 4th round.
Okay. Now
Which Mario are we going with now?
This is where it starts to get fucking difficult. Because there are some weird ones to pick from now at this point.
Oh, weird ones. Now we're going weird ones.
Oh yeah, now we're going.
Oh, okay, all right, just making sure.
God. Fuck it, I'm just gonna take Waluigi. I fucking
Okay,
love
thank you.
Waluigi. He's
Walu-
such a fucking goof.
It's just like they're like, what do we need like one more guy for Wario? Like, Waluigi? like Wario is Mario? Yeah, it's pretty much the same thing. Okay, dude, works. Like, I wish they would have done like, why Yoshi? And that was like the Yoshi with a mustache and just he's evil. That'd
I
be
should have
great.
taken a different color Yoshi.
All right, back to you, Robert. Last pick, and then we'll get to some honorable mentions.
I think this might hurt me in the long term, but I think I'm gonna go with Bowser Jr.
Bowser Jr. You're going Bowser and Bowser Jr. in this one.
Yeah.
That
Bowser
plays.
Jr. is cool, but I think
I think that plays.
I think 2 Bowsers might hurt me, but I'm gonna risk it.
All right. I mean, I'm very interested to see where this one goes. Pat may win. He may get last place. I don't know. I don't know where this is going. I think Robert and I definitely had the strongest of this. I'd say so. And I feel like looking at mine, it's pretty sexy. But to recap our mock draft of Super Mario, we're going to go with Robert's picks. Hold on, let me mark this on my thing real fast. Robert picked Yoshi, Toad, Bowser, and Bowser Jr. Pat had Raccoon Mario. That was his 2nd overall pick. He had Frog Mario, Star Mario, and Waluigi. And then I had Mario. Yeah, just to change it up. We'll change of pace. A palate cleanser. I had Mario, Luigi, Wario, and Princess Peach. We will post the graphic for this at around 1:30 Central Time Friday. You can vote for it on our Twitter and follow us at Pass the Gravy Pod, and you'll be able to vote in that Twitter poll. And then we will see. I think we got 2 more of these now left, so we're getting towards the end. It's anybody's game at this point. But that was our mock draft of Super Mario. Let's get to the honorable mentions. I am kind of happy that nobody picked any of like Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong were in the Mario family, but I personally like that's not like
They're not Mario characters.
They're not Mario characters.
They're
Yeah.
Nintendo characters that get folded in for
But-
bigger games.
Donkey Kong is in Super Mario though, the movie. So like he technically is. That would have. I think we would have had to have ourselves a little bit of a debate if we did that. And I'm glad that it didn't come down to that. So that's why I avoided them. When I noticed you guys were kind of avoiding them, I was like, all right, I won't take DK. Boo was just if I had to go alt character that wasn't like the basic group, I would have gone Boo because Boo was awesome. And then Bob-omb. Remember Bill Bombs? Bob-omb was dope.
I don't know what the thing was called, but the bitey ball that's on a chain. That guy.
Chain Chomp.
Chain
Chain
Chomp.
Chomp.
I was actually my last pick before I audibled and went Waluigi to switch. I was torn between Fire Mario. You know, that's just the classic. That's the first one you get in Mario in the original game. And in Mario 3, he had like an ice pick suit.
Yeah.
That was pretty dope. I almost went with one of those. I didn't. Also, Bullet Bob, the giant bullet.
Bullet Bob and Bullet Bob.
I don't know the actual name of this character, but in my family, we called it Big Bertha. It was the big ass red fish that tried to fucking eat you.
Mm-hmm.
We called it Big Bertha. Big Bertha was a mean bitch.
The Goombas.
I have the Goombas on my list.
Goombas were also there.
King
Birdo, which was King Koopa, and then Koopa Troopa was also tight. Birdo, which was just like the chick Yoshi.
I was very tempted to take John Leguizamo because he played Luigi in the Super Mario Brothers movie, along with Bob Hoskins as fucking Mario. Can't find it anywhere. You got to buy it. It's a shitty movie, but it's hilarious.
If the Donkey Kong world had played in this one, I was gonna make my last pick Cranky Kong because remember Donkey Kong video games.
Fucking love Cranky.
Like, why you kids? Why are you doing that? I got my beard and my walker, and it's just like fucking just always on Donkey and Diddy's ass, bro. Respected that, but yeah, that was any other honorable mentions we had? Kamek and Daisy. I didn't really remember Daisy very much.
Yeah, she's like the other princess.
Yeah, she's like the one that
knockoff
Luigi goes for. Yeah.
Yeah, had the
Which, by the way,
guys on there.
Oh, the Shy Guys. Yeah.
Shy Guys were good. Yeah, that would have been a good one. I mean, really, like I feel like Pat opened it up a lot because Robert and I honestly got like, you like in fantasy football when like somebody's going kickers heavy in like the middle rounds, and you're like, tight, I'll just take this running back.
Dude, sometimes you have to change up your strategy to win it all. I mean, there's this comedian who in his fantasy basketball league drafted only white guys. He just won his league.
Oh, so you're saying go ahead.
That's a bullshit.
White guys.
I mean, it was a black guy that did it. I'm just saying this is what he did. You got everyone else is not they're not going to look at the white guys. He changed up his strategy, won the league. I'm saying
exclusively white guys.
Switch up your strategy.
You know, another organization that was exclusively white guys.
I would say I did pick exclusively white guys, but when Mario
Schmoo
yeah, when Mario gets the star though, he turns all colors. He is of every race, so that's why my draft was not racist.
He's Italian, but he's really Japanese.
I mean, when he picks up the star, what color does he become? Red, then blue, then yellow. Like he's just flashing. He gets all the colors.
Well, Robert is just gray. So way to bring.
No,
that
Robert.
up again,
Robert
asshole.
can see. Robert can see yellow, right?
No, it's all kind of gray to me.
You liar! You're just red.
When he's changing colors, Robert doesn't even know how to process it.
See, Robert just lied and then he coughed. It's his tell.
Or he's cold. He's got a cold. But yeah,
Well,
that was our mock
his
draft.
body rejected the lie.
That was our mock draft. Bobby, thank you for joining us. And go have some soup. Buy some orange juice. A lot of vitamin C. Try laying in rice. And
I haven't tried that one yet.
Try that.
Maybe
one.
have a hot toddy.
Don't
worry about what. Don't worry about the ingredients. Just let somebody make you one.
Don't put the booze in there. But yeah, feel better, buddy. Love you.
Thanks, pals.
Love you.
All right, we'll talk to you next week.
Have a good pod.
All right, pal.
Love you.
See you guys.
Love you.
All right, let's move on to the not cool. Yeah, love you. Thanks, guys. Cool, neat. Let's move on to the not cool segment, where we encourage you guys to send us your not cools throughout the week. Whether you get run over by a bus, you stub your toe, trying to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night. All those things fall into the category of not cool. What you got to do is hit us up on Twitter. Use the hashtag PTG not cool to @PassTheGravyPod on Twitter. And that's how we will find them. Hashtag PTG not cool is what we will look for in that one. We will start with some of you guys not cools, and then we'll move on to ours. This, though, is the not cool segment.
Not cool, man. Dude, that's not cool.
Not cool. Not cool.
Dude, that's not cool. Not cool, man. Dude, that's not cool.
Not cool. Not cool.
Dude, that's not cool. Not cool. Not cool.
First listener submitted, viewers submitted, not cool. Don't forget you can watch us on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/PassTheGravyPodcast. Just go search Pass the Gravy Podcast as well. We got Raimundo Benavidez at KMundoB on Twitter. And Mundo says his not cool is sneezing while peeing, especially when barefoot. I feel like
he's pee on his feet.
He's painted the picture as much as he could. Yeah, that does suck. I've had to cough. I can't remember like having to sneeze while I was peeing, but there's nothing. I was brushing my teeth the other day and I had to piss, and I went and was like just continued brushing my teeth while I was pissing, and like halfway into that, like this is a bad idea. Because just like I don't know, like I kept catching up to the motion. I was just like in my mouth, and I was like, I'm just jiggling it around everywhere. There's the piss going everywhere. It's a fucking sprinkler.
If you feel the sneeze coming, just turn to the bathtub.
That works.
I mean,
That's a good fail safe.
I mean, you could just piss in the bathtub every time, and then just turn on the sink or the what do you call it, faucet for like a quick second.
Yeah.
Probably use less water. And we're all peeing in the shower anyway.
That's true.
And if you don't pee in the shower, guys, you should pee on your feet.
Yeah,
It gets
you
rid
have
of
to. I
athlete's
don't.
foot.
Anybody that says they don't, they're lying. So yeah, there's a spin zone. Mundo, you're not gonna get athlete's foot. Not gonna get athlete's foot. And yeah, it's pretty much that's about as much of the spin zone as I can think of. But
Yeah,
you
peed on
hopefully,
yourself. So.
and you didn't have your eyes open because then your eyeballs would have popped out.
That's true. And then your eyeballs would have got piss on them.
Right, you had piss balls. Piss
Yeah, and
eyeballs.
everyone would call you piss eyes.
Yeah, nobody wants to go by the name Piss Eyes. Nobody does. And then I would have called you Piss Eyes.
Oh, piss eyes Mundo. Yeah, well, hey, so you got that going for you.
Yeah, you got that one. Next not cool is from Alex O at Alex McThunder 1 on Twitter, and he says his not cool is getting flour poured on me on Easter because they ran out of confetti.
I mean, are you supposed to get confetti poured on you on Easter?
Well, I know that some people do those confetti eggs, so then they run up and like, bang, you got confetti all over you. But I guess they ran out of those eggs. It's a tough year for eggs. There's a lot of shortages, so maybe they didn't have as many eggs. And then I guess they just went flour, which is definitely harder to get out than confetti.
Yeah, I would have grabbed the bag and just dumped whatever was left on them. I'm like, fuck you. You just covered me in flour. I am not a chicken breast, and I am not about to get fried. This is inappropriate.
Right.
Well, I mean, I don't know. At any given moment, I could be about to get fried. Who knows? But I still don't want to be covered in flour.
I heard somebody talk about on the morning show the other day. I heard somebody say like, you shouldn't litter. Confetti is still littering. Like people leave confetti all over these parks. And I was like, hey man, like,
shut up, nerd.
Let the wind do its job. Like the wind will spread it out. Like confetti's like, who's never like, fuck, there's confetti here, man. That sucks. It's like, yeah, like you're like, oh, let's been a party here.
It is the most harmless litter. Like it's fucking little pieces of paper. Sure, the environment can handle that every so often.
We can handle a lot of things. Environment, like little pieces of confetti, it should be fine. Let the people have their fun. Oh, they're littering all these parks. Yeah, they're just having fun. Just having fun out there.
Hey, just be happy people are in the parks and not inside watching TV, okay?
It's gonna rain. It's Houston. It was just raining now. Like those are probably already disintegrated. Little teeny dots of confetti. They're fine.
You know what? Birds are going to pick that up and make nests with it.
We're building nests, helping the environment.
Yeah.
So there's that. Think about that next time.
Yeah. And we are environmentalists. environmentalists. We are, I mean, very famously pro environment here on this podcast. I recycle all the time. One could say it's my favorite thing to do is recycle.
That is his favorite. That's my favorite thing that he does is recycle.
Oh no, I mean no, it's not my favorite, but I'm saying
It's
one
my
could say
favorite
that.
thing that you do
Thank
is
you, buddy.
recycle.
I
Because
recycle
you're
a lot.
so Earth conscious. Earth Day coming up next week, I think. See, we know that. We know that.
Kenny's gonna
Yeah,
get his
that
leg
sucks.
chopped off.
Flour is definitely harder to clean up than that. But can you litter? You can't litter with flour, I don't think. You can't litter with confetti.
That's how you get ants.
That is how you get ants.
Probably. I don't know.
Hopefully, yeah. It seems the logic tracks. All right, next one is from Cruz at my name Craig08 on Twitter. And Cruz says his not cool is waking up 45 minutes late for work. There are very few things in life like that you put under just like the terror when you wake up and you look over at an alarm clock and you realize it's way after you should have been up and you're running behind, and just like that's things I have nightmares about. And like that is an all-time like, oh God. Like just you can't match it. Things don't match that, and that sucks.
Yeah, like the
sucks.
first thing you have to do immediately is you have to call work and be like, "I'm so sorry."
Especially like if
I
you wake
fucked
up and
up.
there's texts and stuff, you're like, oh no.
Dude, where are you? We need you here. Blah 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 blah. Like working in a restaurant too. Like if you're already short staffed that day and somebody just doesn't show up because they slept in, you're like, all right, we're gonna get kicked in the dick and have long ticket times. Customers are gonna be
Neat.
angry now.
Because
Fun
of you.
day.
So thanks a lot for starting us behind. Yeah, dude, that sucks. T's and P's. And I always go with the 2 alarm clock method. Gotta have a clock radio, and then you gotta have the alarm on your phone. Never know.
I think I'm also just getting to that age too. Like when even if I actually turn off my alarm instead of hitting my snooze, my body will be like, all right, you're resting for a suspiciously long amount of time and will like wake itself up. I might still be like a little bit later than I wanted to be,
Yeah.
but like I'll be able to get there in time.
Mine is so like time sensitive in the morning, like when I get in and how much time I have to do shit, where it's like I gotta be up at this time.
Yeah, I mean, like the earliest I have to be anywhere is still 9 o'clock in the morning. So it's like, not that early. It's not that hard to get. And most of the time, I don't have to be there till like 10, 11. Not exactly that hard to get places on that time.
Fair. But yeah, dude, that sucks, Cruz. Hopefully you invest in 2 alarms now. Last listener submitted not cool. Viewer submitted not cool. So Danielle Weston at Danny_Weston on Twitter. And Danielle says, we've been sitting at our table for 15 minutes and no waitress has even come over to our table. That fucking sucks.
Yeah, it sucks. I will tell you this, a lot of the time that will not actually be your waiter's fault. If they're busy and like you're in a weird part of the section, if the host never comes and tells them they got sat, which happens more than you would think, tables can be forgotten. But it just sucks.
It's still not fun for you. It's still not fun for you.
If it's been a legitimate 5 minutes that you've been sitting there and nobody comes by, there's nothing wrong with getting up and like just finding an employee. Like any server, don't go to any server and be like, hey, we want this, and this to drink. No, don't do that. Go over and just be like, hey, I don't know. I think our server didn't get told they were sat. Could you just let them know to come by? Just do that. And then I guarantee you, because maybe the server did get told and they forgot because they were busy, they will sprint to your table. They'll come get and you'll get taken care of. Don't wait 15 minutes. Like you're waiting on this. Like wait, if after 5 minutes somebody's come by, the restaurant's not going to get pissed at you. They're just gonna be like, oh shit. Like, and, I mean, don't do it. If you do it with an attitude, then they're like, these fucking assholes over here.
And then Pal doing not cool about it.
Yeah, but just be like, hey, I don't know if our server know they got sat.
But like a lot of people are like, hey, I thought we were just like, I get what Danny's saying, where it's like we just went there, we didn't think we needed to like reach out a second time, like, hey, what's going on? But yeah, that does suck. And then you're in that awkward like, do I look like a dick? I'm like, hey, hello, and then you gotta. Hey, we haven't been sat, and like, you got to find like the right, nice way to say that, even if you're frustrated and shit. Like you got all that. That's a solid, not cool.
Yeah, but yeah, no, that sucks ass. I'm sorry, Danny.
Did you want to go first with you're not cool, or would you?
Yeah, do you only have one? Because I got a couple.
I had 2 quickly.
Okay, well, I'll go.
Yeah, you go.
My first one was just that I I finally got the new head for my the spinning rotating head for my
head, dude.
electric trimmer.
Sick.
I fucking
You got
wish.
head.
Yeah. I'm leading off my not cool. I got head. That sucked.
I don't even like it that much.
She bit it too much. I just like a little. No, but I get the whole thing off, and the kit comes with 5 different nuts of different sizes to screw on. I don't know if this bitch is metric or what. It's the skinniest fucking. I had to go back to Home Depot today and buy what I hope is a nut that'll fit, but also it's not going to fit because it's not as wide as the other nut. So it's not. I don't know. I might just have to get a new trimmer at this point and give this one away, which would be the laziest waste of money of all time. But that's just me. But it's been a pain in my ass the last couple of days. The other one was Monday night. I'm at work. And the bartender comes over and goes, "Hey, bar 3 wants to talk to a manager," which is always something I love to hear. And so I get over there. It's this lady, and she's like, "Hey, I just want to let you know, I was here like a month ago, and there was a out of order sign on the changing table in the women's room, and I was in there today, and it's still out of order. Now I don't, my kids aren't even of that age. They're in their 20s now. They're grown up, but I'm an advocate for women." And I was just like, "Oh my God, shut the fuck up, bitch." And she's just like, "Yeah, so I don't know, what are they going to do if they have to change their baby?" And I just wanted to be like, "I don't know. What did you fucking broads do before you had changing tables? Pretty sure if a mom needs to change her baby, she'll figure it the fuck out." Of course, I can't say that to her face. So
that'd be rude.
I just lied. I lied straight to her face to shut her down. I was like, "Oh yeah, no, actually, we ordered it like a month ago. And for the first 2 weeks, we were just getting back order notices on it. And for the last 2 weeks, we've actually gotten a couple of notices that it is out for shipment, but we just haven't received it yet." And we tried to take the one off the men's room because there is one in the men's room that is private that can be used if necessary. I dropped that one in there, just like, fuck you, bitch. There's options. But also but for some reason the bolts don't line up. We can't. I don't know, when they built it, we just can't do it. And she was like, "Okay, yeah, but I just even though I agreed with her and told her the solution,
you shut her down too.
She's one of those women that just can't be like, okay. She had to be like, "Yeah, well, I just wanted to put it out there." And I was like, "Yeah, no, I totally agree with you. Like, it is important. Women need a place to change it." And at that point, she looks at me and goes, "Come on," because she thought I was patronizing her. I was like, "No, ma'am, I agree with you. We need to have a changing table in the women's restroom." But that's not what I do at the restaurant. The problem just hasn't been fixed. I can't fucking tell you why. It just is what it is. I just work here later. But I was just like, I wanted to be like, how fucking dare you think that I don't agree that women should be able to change their babies? Like, fuck you, lady.
You think I want to do it? No.
Yeah.
You think guys shouldn't do that. No, was she eating there, or did she just swing by to let you know again?
No. She had been there for like 2 hours. Like, she was sitting at the
So
bar.
that's like
she had a
extra
drink,
cunty to just show up. Like, you know what? I'm driving by. I'm gonna stop by and just swing on in.
But just the advocate
their
for women
bathrooms.
part. I was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure we're all advocates for women not having to deal with shitty stuff. Like, nobody wants that. I was like, I wanted to be like, I don't know what to tell you, lady. It's been brought up. It's not fixed. I just work here. But she would get really cunty if I had given her the truth. So I lied to her face. Because that's just the easiest thing to do.
But there's that's like when you tell your kids, like, sometimes there's white lies you can tell. Like, that's a white lie where it's like, this isn't gonna go well if I'm like, I don't know. Like, she's like, well, he didn't even care.
All the fucking
this guy
time.
was bad. This was worse. He was disrespectful. He didn't even check on it. And it's like, here's an elaborate story. There's a back thing with this back order. Like, you did the checks and balances where it's like, that sounds like super legit. Like, I'm not even gonna question that. And how would you question it? Like, okay, cool, lady. And the fact is,
I hope she's back in a month.
I don't have kids that age. Yeah, I hope it's that. But like, no, just put like a desk there. Be like, they can change it here.
I hope she's
like a
back
white
in a
table.
month, and I hope I'm the only manager there again that night when she does. Like, it's still not fixed, because then I will hit her with the, lady, I just work here. Like, I've brought it up multiple times and it's not getting fixed. I don't know what you want me to do anymore, ma'am.
What was broken on it?
I think it's when you fold it down, like, it doesn't stay, like, it just kind of flaps all the way down.
Just get a board.
But I don't really know.
Put it under there.
Because you know where it is? It's in the women's fucking restroom. You know where I'm not allowed to go?
Oh, dude, you should play that card. You should be like, oh hey, yeah, I'm not allowed in there. So like I've been getting able to like get an update on it. I'm sorry. We don't allow
Yeah.
our female employees to use the restroom during work hours,
And-
so they
And
can't go
here's
in
the
there.
craziest part of it all was this was on Monday night. It's the day after Easter. Everybody goes out to eat on Easter. They don't go out on Monday. So we're fucking dead. Not a lot of foot traffic that day. And that lady was not the worst experience I had of the night. The worst experience I had of the night was later on, probably like 8:30, the host comes up and goes, hey, someone's on the phone, wants to speak to a manager. I'm like, great, twice in one night. I'm sure this is going to be fun. And she's like, hi, yeah, I was just there. And so we use our booking system is called Open Table. A lot of restaurants use it. It's not important, but like it is just a company that you can use. So she's like, yeah, I was there and I tried to use my gift card and it wouldn't work. And I was like, well, what kind of card is it? She's like, it's a Amex. I go, yeah, our system. And guys, I don't understand why this happens. I was like, our system does not accept any outside gift cards. It has to be specifically a Jonathan's the Rub gift card or it will not swipe. Amex, Visa, Master, Discover, whatever the fuck it is, we cannot use it. She's like, okay, but like, I just called Open Table and it was issued through them and they said that you're on their list of restaurants where it should work. I go, okay, man, well, I don't know what to tell you because Open Table has nothing to do with our credit card processing. And as I already told you, for whatever reason, our system will not accept any card that is not a Jonathan's the Rub gift card. It has to be that or else it won't work. Yours was a Master, it won't work. She's like, okay. But yeah, so I tried to use it. And before any of this, my bartender had told me about this lady. He was like, yeah, I swiped her card like 6 times. She was saying, run it as credit. I was like, that's not going to work. And she goes, do it anyway. I tried that a couple times. It didn't work because guess what? It's a fucking gift card.
Right.
You can't just like it's. You could run something. You could have $2 on the card, run it for $100 credit. There's no bank account attached to it. They're just fucked. But she's like, yes. So then she comes at me again. She's like, yeah, but I called them and they said you can just run it as credit. And I was like, well, man, my bartender said he tried that and she's like, well, can you just try it over the phone? I was like, okay, give me the card number. I plug it all in. I hit right and I go, yeah, it's not working. And she's like, but I talked to Open Table and they said that you're on their list of restaurants. Dude, this went on for 15 minutes. No new information from what I have told you was ever shared. Dude, I'm going in circles and circles and circles.
Right,
and
so I can tell you the same answer again, but
and I did, and she just kept going. But I talked to them. This is all over $25. We don't have a dinner entree that fucking doesn't cost 25. I was like, and we're just going back over and over and over and over and over. And my last server was done for the last 5 minutes, just standing next to me, waiting me to like give me her checkout so I can be like, okay, yeah, you're good to go. And finally, I get this fucking lady off the phone, and I hang up, and my server looks me dead in the eyes and goes, "Dude, what the fuck?" I was like, I don't know what to say. The bartender comes over, was like, what was that about? I was like, dude, that was the gift card lady. He was like, no fucking way. Everyone is just out of their mind. Like, what the fuck is up with this lady? I text my GM because she made me take down her phone information so that I could contact Open Table and see what was going on. I was like, okay, yeah. I took down her information. I had zero plans of ever contacting this woman again. I just texted the GM. I typed out in a text message so all the managers could see. It was the longest text I've ever written. That entire thing. I typed the whole fucking thing out. At the end, I put her name and her phone number, and I go, Sam, I have no plans to ever contact her again, but if you want to, fucking go for it. If not, I'm sure she'll call me back tomorrow, and I'll have the same 15-minute conversation with her. He ends up texting her. I think her whole bill was like, by the way, she didn't tip. She paid out with a debit card, didn't tip. Her bill was like, her bill was like $28.
Oh, it's the person that's gonna bitch about $25 that's not gonna tip too.
But my GM, my GM, he ended up calling me back. He's like, dude, just go into the system and void her payment. Like, it's what he's like, she's cool and everything. She was just didn't understand why. I was like, Sam, You saw the text. I tried to explain why 15 fucking
She
minutes.
had to understand. That's like a tactic people use where they're like, if I just talk in circles, they're eventually just gonna give in and give me what I want and just void it, which I guess obviously worked if you had to if you voided it at
Well, I
some
was
point.
not doing that.
Right,
I was
right,
I'll sit
no,
on this phone
but
telling you the
that's
same thing
like
for an hour.
that's like a lot of times people are like, hey, like I've had that happen before where it's like, well, I just don't understand why this wasn't done, like why this prize wasn't given away on the air because I forgot. Like, well, how does that happen? It's like, well, I'm supposed to remember it and I didn't this time, and it's just. I failed to remember, so that's how it happened. Well, what's gonna happen? Well, we'll just do two tomorrow. Okay, cool. But why didn't it get done today? Because I forgot. How'd that happen? I didn't remember it. Like, I'm gonna tell you the same answer. We're gonna do.
Because I was up last night fucking your wife, and I didn't get enough
Well,
sleep.
no, but
that's why.
it's like what I was told, right? But like we just ran it. You were on the phone with me, didn't work. What do you want? Well, I was told that it would. Well, it didn't. So I'm telling you that it's not working. So I don't know what else. But I was told that it would. Right? You were told wrong because it's not. And I'm telling you right now that I just did it. Like, how many more times can we say this? Well, but I was told. Like, there's people that think that, like, if you do that at like a hotel and shit, they're like, you know what? Yeah, we'll comp the room or whatever. It's like, I guess that does work for some people, but it's like, you feel like such a fucking like bum. It's such a fucking bum move to be like we always talk about like how it's just like whatever. Like, I'm just not gonna touch that shit. Like, if I buy it, I'm not returning it if it's on Amazon. Like, I'm just eating that cost, and it's like my time is not worth fucking haggling some fucking manager at a restaurant that I just ate at for $25 fucking dollars. I get, like, if it was like a fancy, like, your restaurant is a fancy restaurant, but if it was like a $300 gift card that they had that like they couldn't swipe and they were like, shit, man, like I got to take my girl out to a dinner. This was like, we didn't have the money for this, but I got a $300 gift card. Like, I can understand being like kind of upset about that, you know, but like, it's $25 fucking dollars.
And here's the crazy thing. She wasn't alone. She was sitting with her friend the whole time. And her friend was just like when it came time to pay, was like, here's my card. Friend paid, no problem. The other lady had to hold up my bartender for 10 minutes trying to fucking swipe it. They
just eat your time, and you're like, come on,
man. It was, and I was like, it's like, okay. And I understand why Sam, because he's just like, you know, it in the grand scheme of things, it's $28 for us, and it'll make the company or the customer happy.
Right.
You know,
no, that's business. That's the business side that like we need to get better about. And I think you do as you get older, where it's just like, I'd be like,
oh no, I do that all the time. I do that all the time. For some reason, this lady, it probably had to do with the other lady annoying the shit out of me early.
You made your point where you're like, I'm not fucking backing down on this one.
There's only so many times that I can tell you the outside company that we use to help book tables into the restaurant has nothing to do with our credit card processing. I was just like, ma'am, I've told you this 4 fucking times. But they said it would work. You know what? I'm going to say that I'm going to fucking kill you. Let's see if that actually happens.
Right.
People say shit all the time.
Yeah. I've seen people like,
damn, I told somebody earlier today that I ordered a fucking baby changing station, and I lied about that one.
I've seen people that like try and like torch restaurants on Twitter and shit. And it's like, well, I ordered it through DoorDash. It's like, well, if you ordered it through DoorDash, then like, unless it was like a problem with like the food itself, like, unless the order was wrong, like, that's not on the restaurant, it's on the DoorDash. Like, DoorDash is not the restaurant. DoorDash is a company that the restaurant pays, so then the restaurant doesn't have to pay delivery people. Like, Open Table is so they don't have to call Pat and be like, can I get a reservation? Although I just text Pat and I'm like, hey, can I get a reservation for this time? And Pat gets me in because I'm Gravy Gang. That's what happens. Just let them know you're Gravy Gang and they'll be fine. But like, yeah, no, like, it is funny when it's like, dude, we don't have anything to do with them. We don't have anything to do with them. Leave me alone. That's a solid not cool.
Yeah.
Very not cool.
Yeah.
I had my first one is I went up to like my family's like ranch, like a family member's ranch for the weekend, for Easter weekend, and Wheezy was playing with some dogs when we got back, and one of our eyes was swollen shut, and like I don't know what got in it, but I kept wiping it, and just I had like a panic attack on Sunday night about like, oh, what if my dog's got like some infection? She goes blind. Do I need to take her to like an emergency vet? Do I need to do this? And like.
She probably just banged.
Yeah, she probably didn't know, but it's like the next day was a little bit
head.
Yesterday was a little bit better, and it's like but it's like the freak out of like when something happens to your dog, you're like, no.
Did one of the other dogs fart in her eye? Could have been pink eye.
I don't think so. No, because it's fine. It's getting better now. So she's good now, but it's just like when you're like worried about your dog, like that's a not cool feeling. I don't like that. And then I like just knowing she's fine and at home, and it's like she's gonna be good. I hope her eye's okay and she's not scratching at it and nothing bad happens to it. And it's like that she's good.
And you always think, you're like, God damn it, this is supposed to be my dog that's supposed to be at home and bring me joy. Is this somehow gonna be a $3,000 vet bill? Because
A little
dog
bit.
dog
A little
treatments
bit,
are always
yeah.
way more than you think they're going to
And
be.
you say, here, have it. Have my wallet. But yeah, that was my first one. And then my other one, this actually happened last Wednesday. We did the podcast early last week, so we could do the Rod Ryan Show golf tournament. That again, Brad Clausen, shout out to Bro Brad for paying for the gravy hole. Shout out to Brett and Paula Brandon for basically setting up everything. I know Ashley was out there. I don't think we saw Jordan. We saw Todd. We saw Adam, the cop, out there. A lot of the gravy gang came by. Shout out to all of them, but especially like Brett and Paula for setting everything up and just kind of running the whole. Brett made a potato cannon and it was fucking awesome. And yeah, Brad, we would not have been able to do it without you or Brett or Paula. So shout out to you guys specifically. But while we were out there, my wife called me because when she goes running, and usually when she'll go running, it'll be like while I'm working out or doing something at the house, and she'll be like, hey, can I just knock on the door and you let me in if I don't take my key? Which never a problem. I'm like, absolutely, yeah, I'll be here. So she knew we were doing the podcast that Tuesday, and she has this little like running bag. It's like a little it's like a super skinny small fanny pack that basically you can fit like a key and then like pepper spray and like your phone, and that's about it. And then she just puts it around her waist, and she put the house key in that while we were recording, and then forgot to take it out. So she left, and like our door locks when you close it behind you. It's not like you have to lock it when you leave. And so when she left, she went to worked her full shift and everything, and got off. And she came home. We were at the golf tournament, and she called me. Was like, "Hey, I don't have my key. I left my key inside." And I was like, "Fuck. All right. Well, hey, I mean, you probably just can go to the office, and they'll probably give since the office is open. It's like 1:00 at this point in the day. The office is open till 5, like their normal business hours. They should be open. Just we can go down there and be like, hey, can we just borrow a key? And if there's like a fee, then like, yeah, you got to come to me and get it. I don't think there's a fee because I've done it before. We're like, hey, I left my key. I'll bring it right back. And you just go unlock your door, get your key, go back and take it. There's not like a fee if they just have to grab it from like the key rack. And so I was like, yeah, well, let me just call the front office and double check to make sure there's no like fine or anything. And so I kept calling and 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 I kept calling, and they'd be like, welcome to my apartment complex, and like just give me this recorded message. And I was like, it's fucking like 1:00, 1:30 on a fucking Wednesday. Why is there nobody there? There's usually multiple people in that fucking place. And I kept calling and I kept calling. And I finally just like lost it. And you were there, and we had a couple of drinks, but I was
It was one of the funniest things I've ever witnessed in my life. Just you in a pure rage.
oh, because
pure
Emma's like
rage.
trying to see like, because then she did the like how she tracked how long it was going to be, and there's traffic, so it was going to take like 45 minutes to an hour to get there. So she's going to have to make this unnecessary drive just to get a key from me and then go all the way back. And I was like, or she could just walk downstairs and get the key and go. But they're like, yeah, no, we're not going to answer our fucking phone. So I just lost it. And I was like, you guys fucking suck. This is absolutely ridiculous in the middle of fucking business hours on a weekday that I cannot get this. Like, there's no wonder that people are fucking moving out in droves here. There's no wonder like half the fucking apartment units are empty. There's no wonder that this is fucking just a shit place because you guys don't know how to fucking run it. You're fucking terrible at your jobs and you fucking suck. And I left all the curse words in there and shit. And I just like lost it.
My favorite line that I overheard you using, because you were at this point you were drunk, like you were. We started off the day with the 16-ounce can.
I wasn't all the way there, but I was.
Well, no,
I
mean, you were drunk. You weren't fucking blackout or anything, but you were drunk.
Goosey.
We started out the day with a 16-ounce of 10% alcohol, so it was a good base. And then we kept going. I'm just kind of half listening to you yell at them, and then I hear you go, "Yo, I am going to nuke you online." And at that point, I just started tapping people like, you guys got to listen to Alex right now. You were going off, King. And it was the funniest fucking thing I've ever heard in my life. I didn't
nuke him online yet. I'm going to the second move out. You guys are all.
Oh, I mean, that was a plan.
But like, the whole thing is like, yeah. Then this kind of fucking calls, and it was like, oh, I was just really disappointed with your message. I was like, oh, you were really disappointed with the message. We were really disappointed with the message. I'm fucking disappointed that I can't call you in the middle of a fucking weekday and ask if my fucking wife can get a house key to just go back upstairs. And she was like, well, we had the only employee I had scheduled today was on lunch. And I was like,
why do you have one person?
Why do you have one employee? Why not have that fucking thing open? She's like, well, do you not think they deserve a lunch? I was like, I didn't fucking say that, but like, did you like fucking have your phones go somewhere? Like the fact that I can't get to
You don't think me paying you rent every month entitles me to being able to call you at 1 o'clock in the afternoon? You don't
Yeah,
have a fucking
to
manager
just see,
that can
hey,
cover the
is it
desk for half an
cool?
hour?
Right. Like I don't know. Like I'm paying for one elevator. There's a second one that money's not going to get fixed because that's been out for like a month after being out for another previous month when it was working for like a week. Like there's all kinds of shit we're not fixing. So I know that the money's not going to those things. Why not just throw it in? Like they're fucking an apartment complex that has a fucking, like the office is closed on a Saturday, which is like the day people fucking look at apartments. Like great idea, and then we're closed just in the middle of the day when people would also be looking for apartments on their lunch break. It was bullshit. Like I felt bad because then the girl I think had to deal with her, but I was like she called me back and apologized, and the girl that was working there, I was like, I'm not mad at you. Like your boss is a fucking cunt. Your boss is a fucking cunt, and I've got a fucking folder of just every disgusting, gross thing that's happened in this place that I've taken pictures of. That like when I post these, I will like tweet them out, and then you guys can repost them to whatever you want to do if you'd like to hop on the like just tank this place in ratings. But yeah,
we should take a Sunday and just sit right outside the front gate and just hold signs that say "Don't live here, don't consider it." They're all and just spend all day drink. Wait, can we drink on the curb?
you can just
Probably
put it in,
not.
like,
That's public
put it in a
drinking.
water bottle.
Well, we can just
do
run back to
something,
your
yeah.
apartment and slam a beer or two here
Yeah.
every so often, and then go back out to the curb. We could actually picket your apartment.
I also
while you
live like right
there.
above the leasing office, so I could just put a sign that says "Don't rent here," hang it off the balcony.
That's actually a
That might
great
be
idea.
nice move.
That's a great idea
That might be
because
a
I don't
nice
think they
move.
can tell you that you're not allowed to.
This is
hang
my
things
house.
off
This
your
is my
balcony.
apartment. I'm paying rent for it. Yeah, there's like I don't know. It was just a whole thing, but it's like the fact that it was like such a simple request, but like you can't have a functioning office that does this shit. Like that, like it ended up costing them like an hour and a half to like get to us, get back. It's just fucking stupid. It's fucking stupid. So fuck my apartments. And that's my not.
Yeah, I can't wait for you to move because I want to put a timer on it from the time that you first publicly tweet out this is the apartment, roast them, to how long until they get their like reviews locked, because they're gonna get 1 starred into hell.
But I said I was gonna nuke them on the online on the ratings. I liked it. Like I'd like to think that she was like, shit, he's probably gonna do it today. Like I just haven't done it because I'm waiting for my time to strike. I don't
Here's
do
the
it
thing
once,
too.
I do it in numbers. And
We
I'm gonna
should
bring the gravy
have
gang with me. I'll call in the favor.
everybody that leaves a bad review. Don't just write. What you should just write is this is for AM. So every review just knows to go back and find yours, and this is for Alex because you guys are so bad. We're backing him up that you're the worst.
No, you don't want to do that
because
because you don't want to be able to tie them together and be like, well, this is because Alex told these people. You just like, I heard that the landlord or the landlady at this place supported Hitler.
Well, you can't do just obviously fake ones like that. You know what? I guess we should just tell people leave all the reviews that are just accurate. One elevator not working for 8 months out of the
I got
year.
plenty.
Took away all the plants and painted everything gray to improve the aesthetics.
In a couple months, I will let you guys. I'll let the gravy gang know. We'll do.
I'm
it.
so excited for this. I've never wanted to really ruin a business before, except for theirs, and I don't even live there.
Yeah, the pain, the suffering. Last segment of the show, the answers segment. Let's wrap things up. We start off with business ideas, throw shit at the fan, see if it sticks. In the comeback kid segment, we encourage you guys to send us any questions that you have. You want relationship advice? Boom. You want to know the best way to know if your spouse is cheating on you, or your boyfriend, girlfriend's cheating on you? We'll help you out with that. You want to know if you should reach out to your long lost mother or father or cousin or brother? We'll help you out with that. If you want to pitch a business idea to us, we can help you out with that. If you got a high thought you'd like to run by us, anything like that at all, hit us up. Use the hashtag PTG Answers on Twitter. We're at PassTheGradyPod, hashtag PTG Answers. You can also email us answers@PassTheGradyPod.com, although we check Twitter. Twitter's the way to go. Hashtag PTG Answers on Twitter. And you can reach out to us as well through our website, PassTheGradyPod.com. Contact and send it that way. But if you want it, 1-1, we check Twitter, and that's 99.9% of the questions we ask. At Pass the Grade Pod, use the hashtag PTG Answers. This is the answer segment.
Well, if you just answered the question, why don't you just answer the question? Be honest, no big deal. Yeah, answer the question.
Don't change the subject, just answer the fucking question.
Any questions?
All right, our first question this week, as every week, comes from our podcast son, Skylar Lester at OMG at Skylar.
Skylar!
And Skylar says, what separates probiotics from just being extremely contaminated yogurt? This is a great question, son. All I know as an idiot, and I tell you that I'm an idiot, but if I am correct about yogurt, bacteria is good for yogurt, and like probiotics are like yogurt that's just good for your gut because it's like it gives you gut health. It just makes you shit. So it's like it's bacteria that just makes you shit. Right?
Is that why I never get sick? Because I shit so much?
Maybe.
Like my system is constantly just flushing everything so nothing can hold on long enough to actually like give me a virus. Bro,
Yeah.
am I the healthiest man on the planet? Also,
Yeah,
I didn't
probably.
really like I understood that there is some correlation between probiotics and yogurt, but I don't understand the science of it or
I
really
know that
understand it.
yogurt
Also,
can
this
get
question
mold.
just went right over my head.
I know yogurt can get mold, and they're like, just eat around it, just pick it off. It's like cheese. But I think
It's not like cheese. No, if there's mold in the
well, I think you can eat around it.
It's like liquidy. If it's liquidy and there's mold, no. I'm sorry.
But
no, there's no
it's
way.
like it's not food poisoning. It's just fucking it makes you shit a little bit, which food poisoning does. So it's just like it's what's it called when you do like mushrooms, but not all the way mushrooms, and you do it like microdosing. It's like microdosing food poisoning, but it keeps you in shape because it keeps you thinner because you're shitting. So that's what probiotics.
Well, I mean, I'm not getting thinner, but I don't know. Ask Jamie Lee Curtis. That's my answer to this question. She does yogurt commercials that they're about keeping you regular. You've never seen those?
No.
Dude, I mean, she's been doing them for like 15 fucking years. It is, let's see, Jamie Lee Curtis yogurt. Dude, there's no way you haven't seen these. They've legitimately been running for like 15 years.
Well, I'll see.
Activia.
Okay.
Activia.
I've heard of Activia. All right. That sounds familiar. Let's go on now to our next question. But yeah, I think just if it's like probiotics, if it says like it's good for your gut, then like that's just I don't know.
You know what? We're gonna do the classic dad answer. I don't know. Go ask your mom.
Probiotics is good for you, and it's also contaminated yogurt, but you just drink it, so it's better than yogurt.
Okay.
We answered that without answering it at all. So take with that what you'd like.
Yeah.
Texas Cat Daddy is our next question asker. Texas Cat Daddy at AKA Brandon Davis. He's at price of a ZJ on. Oh, no, Brandon Davis. Oh, my bad. He's at a stream of cream. I'm thinking Brett Brandon.
You dumb bastard.
Oh, my bad,
How dare
guys.
you.
My bad. All right. Let's restart that one. Texas Cat Daddy, aka Brandon Davis, at a stream of cream. Follow Brett Brandon, though. He's at price of his ZJ on Twitter. But Brandon Davis says, are spiders the only web developers that enjoy finding bugs? No, I think web developers, like that's what they live for, right? Because they like to find a bug so they can fix it.
They're like, ooh, I had something.
Well, I got one. I found it for you. Yeah. Like on if you've ever watched Silicon Valley, which is what I'm assuming 100%. Like that's just exactly how the tech industry works. Like they loved finding the bugs because like I found it, you didn't, you're a loser. So I think that all web developers in general just like finding it. I know that Trent loves finding bugs. My buddy Trent living on my truck right now. That guy fucking loves finding bugs. Although I haven't seen him because maybe he eats them so fast.
He doesn't leave any evidence.
Leaves no evidence. No evidence.
Yeah, no. All web developers love bugs.
Yeah, they like finding them. That's what they live for.
Because otherwise, if there was no bugs, they wouldn't have a job.
Exactly. Thanks for the question, Brandon. Keep them coming, buddy. Our next question is from Jonathan Chappa at Once Upon a Chappa on Twitter. And Jonathan says, question for the pod. When does a taco become a street taco? Does it need credentials to be a street taco, or does the location of where the taco is made make it a street taco? Initially, I wanted to be like, yeah, it's got to be on the street. But then like restaurants serve street tacos all the time. I think as as an expert that's not really an expert, I think a street taco is literally just like the basic bitch like taco you would get, where it's like it's a flour tortilla, it's a single small flour tortilla, it's got meat, it's got the cilantro, and it's got the onion. There's
For
no
me-
cheese, there's no lettuce. I think a street taco has to be
street,
like
yeah,
the
street
small,
taco definitely
right?
does not have cheese. Street taco has no
Right.
cheese because it's got to be some form of authenticity to it, and there ain't no cheese on an authentic taco. For me, though, a street taco, it has to come out of a truck, or it has to come out of a building where you don't go inside the building. It's just one of those like you walk up to the window type ones, because that's a street taco. You're out on the street. Places that sell street tacos, no, they're selling street style tacos. If I'm ordering a street taco, there better not be more than 3 employees of the company. Like that's it. It's coming out. A street taco is coming out of a truck for me. And guess what? It's gonna be fucking delicious.
I get,
It's gonna be
I
fucking
get that.
delicious.
That makes sense though. What you said though.
You gotta be out on the streets, baby.
I just
That's a
looked it
street
up.
taco.
I just looked it up, and it says the difference between a street taco and a regular taco. A street taco is a traditional Mexican taco, which is served on a corn tortilla, meat, onions, and cilantro. There's no cheese, tomatoes, or lettuce on traditional Mexican street tacos.
Damn,
So
I would
almost
not have expected
exactly
no
what I said.
tomatoes. I would
Almost
not have expected
exactly
no
what I said.
tomatoes. Because like I would think pico could go into a street taco. Now I know that's not super traditional, but I would think it would be acceptable.
I think pico
But
comes
I
with
guess
it. Maybe you
not.
don't put it in there. I don't know, but yeah,
I guess
that
not.
I think I nailed that. I actually nailed that. It's like basically if we've our buddy Kobos, shout out to Kobos, 2012 Rusk Street in downtown. I'm actually going there tomorrow, not to brag or anything. Best food in town. But
you.
when you get like if you get something, you get the side of tacos, they have just like it's just the cilantro, the onions, and whatever you had in the taco, and you have to like put it in there. And sometimes a
Dude,
lime, sometimes
oh,
like a little lime. I
bro.
love when you get a street taco and it's folded up in the aluminum foil. It's got like the lime is like rolled into it. That's fucking awesome.
Dude, they're barilla tacos.
But yeah.
Oh, so good. What are you getting tomorrow? You getting the tacos? You getting the
I
wings?
don't know if I go tacos. I don't know. I might go wings. I haven't had the wings
Have you
yet.
had? Dude,
But
you gotta get the wings. You gotta get the
brisket
wings.
mac and cheese quesadilla. Like, how do I say no to that?
Dude, you get the wings and you get the quesadilla and bring it home with you later on when you get the munchies a little bit. You pop because that's easily heated up back in the oven. You throw it back in the oven for like not even 5 minutes. Get the oven hot, throw it in there for like 3 minutes. Bam, and then it's gonna be nice and gooey and pull apart. You gotta get the wings.
Going with one of my friends that's coming in from out of town, and so like I'm like, dude, you want to go to the best food in Houston? He's like, yeah, let's go. And I was like, all right, well, meet me here. It's a little bit farther than where I'm at, but so we're gonna go there. And I'm probably just gonna do the thing where like I just drop like a bunch of money, and then like we get like all 3 of the big things they have on the menu that day, and we're like, we'll just
Gotta get the wings.
Yeah, I want the
Gotta
wings.
get the wings.
Okay, I'm gonna confirm to get the wings.
I still feel bad last time when we were there and I made the post about how great they're the best wings in Houston. And then I realized I didn't fucking tag it and I didn't know how to tag it. So I just kind of like dropped their name underneath it.
Yeah.
I'm so
It
bad at
works.
Instagram
It
still.
plays. It plays. But yeah, shout out Cobos Q.
Shout out.
So yeah, street tacos have to be basic, like just corn tortilla, cilantro, like cilantro, onions, and whatever meat you got in there. None of the other stuff. So that's what makes a street taco different than a regular taco. Basic bitch, simple tacos. Next one we got, it's from Alex.
Street taco's gonna cost you a little money, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you know what you get it. You get it. Alex O at Alex McThunder1 on Twitter, his second appearance on the pod today. Alex O says, power rank these cookies. You know we love the power rankings. He gives us oatmeal raisin, gingerbread, chocolate chip, Oreo, and fortune cookie. An interesting grouping of cookies, because I feel like there could have been a lot of other ways you went with them. I will start it off first. I feel like we were being set up to have oatmeal raisin as last, and I'm just not going to do that. I'm going to go. I think 1 and 2 are obvious. It's chocolate chip and Oreo because I don't know which way you put them, 1 or 2, but it's like those are the 2 best cookies out of the bunch. Gingerbread, I put 3 because gingerbread makes you feel like it's Christmas. It kind of puts you in the Christmas spirit. Like when you're at like a Christmas party, like fuck yeah, I'll have a gingerbread. I don't want it all year round, but like when I'm eating a gingerbread cookie, me personally, it's like I'm getting festive, which is always tight. Like it's always a good time of year. So it's like it's like the happiness it brings you because like it's almost
Are you really
Christmas.
drunk? at 11:30, no, I'm festive.
I'm festive as fuck, so fuck you. Then 4, I'm gonna go oatmeal raisin. Don't love it, but like it's a cookie. And then 5 is fortune cookies because I'm out on fortune cookies, dude. Fortune cookies fucking suck. I feel like they always try and make you be like, oh, don't worry, dude, you can find your fortune. No, fuck fortune cookies. They're always stale. They always show up like with some shitty fortune, which isn't really a fortune, where it's like, outside is your inside. And I'm like, that's not a fortune. That's just a random phrase that you got. And it's like, for more, do this. Here's lucky numbers. Those lucky numbers don't fucking hit. Fortune cookies, I'm out on them. Fuck fortune cookies. Let's
So
cancel.
out.
So out on fortune cookies. Fortune cookies, dead to me.
Don't get me wrong though. You better. I like the last 3 times I've gotten Chinese, I didn't eat the fortune cookie, but you better give it to me. Because what if I want it? Just like I need a little tradition. I like tradition. Better give it to me.
No, I don't.
So-
I don't disagree with that. So yeah, I'm gonna go. I go chocolate chip, Oreo, gingerbread, oatmeal raisin, and fortune cookie. That's my order.
I mean, chocolate chip is one. It is the GOAT cookie. People can be like, well, I make this one cookie that's really, no, fuck you. We're talking like, if you just say, what's the best cookie?
Melissa Hyde makes fantastic cookies. I think
Yeah.
chocolate chip. Those
Well,
are
like,
awesome. So she
if
can
you have
also
to
make
go-
awesome cookies.
If you have to go into some crazy specific thing, like that your cookie has all these ingredients, yeah, I'm sure it's great, but like, just
Chocolate chip
everybody
is-
can make a great chocolate chip
It's
cookie.
simple. It's simple.
It's simple, it's beautiful, it's perfect. Whether you overcook them and they're too crispy, they're still delicious.
Doesn't matter.
Or
It's a
you
chocolate
undercook
chip.
them and they're
Yeah.
gooey and that chocolate's all melted. It's fucking
it works
beautiful.
it always
That's-
plays.
That's the one. I will go Oreo too. I mean, it's the Oreo. I almost put oatmeal raisin at 2 though. I will die on this hill. Like I will fight this fight till the day I fucking die. I don't understand people that don't like oatmeal raisin cookies. We're like, it's gross. No. Here's what happened. When you were a little fucking kid, you grabbed a cookie and you thought it was going to be chocolate chip and chocolatey and delicious.
I think a lot
and
of us
said,
have
"You got a
PTSD from
raisin
that.
in it."
I
And
think
it
a lot of
fucking
people have
ruined it.
PTSD from that.
Which, by the way, who doesn't love raisins and who doesn't love oatmeal? They're both fucking delicious.
It's a weird combination when you're expecting chocolate chip, though. So I think
That's it.
that's kind of
But-
what it plays
but
into. And
After
people
the
get
age of
mad.
like
They hold on to
after-
that stuff.
after the age of 10, you should be able to not even like glancingly look at a cookie and tell the difference. Oatmeal raisin cookies look very different from chocolate chip cookies. They just do. So you should know what you're going for, and they're fucking delicious. They taste great. Raisins are just shrunken, sugar-covered grapes. They're delicious, and oatmeal is delicious. You're still getting a sweet cookie. I don't understand when people don't like it. If you don't like it, look at me right now. Look in the camera. You better be watching on YouTube. You're fucking uncultured swine. Okay?
Oatmeal raisin.
Grow
3.
the fuck up. Oatmeal raisin 3, gingerbread 4. I'm with you. Love the festiveness.
It's
Nothing
festive.
against it.
You just
I'm
don't
not
eat it a
putting it-
lot.
I'm not putting it forward because I don't like it. They're delicious, but the other 3 are more delicious. And then fortune cookie 5. It's just it doesn't have
Fuck
any
'em.
flavor. A lot of
I'm
them are
out.
stale, but I need it. It has to be there.
I want to know it. I want to know my fortune, but fuck them because it always sucks. And
Yeah.
like, give me a fortune
Oh.
that says I'm going to be a millionaire. That's all I want. Just tell me the fortune like you're going to be a millionaire. Hey, you're going to have a super duper successful
I don't want
podcast.
that. That's
me
never
that.
come. No
I want
fortunes
that
ever
one.
come true. Give me fortunes that say like, you'll go outside tomorrow. That's
You might find a
attainable.
buck.
I can do
Well,
that.
outside
I can
is
go
your
outside.
inside.
Hey,
There's the other one. And I was like, that doesn't mean
you're-
anything.
You're gonna take a walk this week, dude. I can fucking do that
All
one,
right, I can do that. It sets many goals for you,
dude. Yeah, give me attainable shit.
Shout out to Alex O for those power rankings. Yeah, send us your power rankings. We love power ranking things. Put them in some sort of like grouping. Give us 5 options and hit us up on Twitter. We are at PassGreatPod, hashtag PTG answers. Just say power rank these things. Give us the 5 options. That's how we get them.
Idea for our mock draft next week: people that suck.
All right, I'll brainstorm it.
And
We'll
because
brainstorm it.
I don't know if it'll make my list, but people that hate on oatmeal raisin will at the very least make a fucking honorable mention.
Okay. All right, we'll think about that
I
one
think
for next week.
I think people that suck could be because you don't have to just say. I mean, obviously everyone could just be like Hitler. Yeah, he fucking sucked, but I want people that you run into every day.
That'd be a good one.
Gift card complainers.
Last question of the week is from Jordan Welch at J_Welch2795 on Twitter. And Jordan says, if drumsticks are for playing drums, what are breadsticks used for playing? their way into my mouth. That's what they're used for playing. I grab
My
those bad boys
emotions.
and I eat it. I eat it. They play with your emotions.
Oh,
You
they
like
play
happy eating.
my taste buds.
I was just gonna say music from the band Bread if we're actually respecting the exercise, because that's a band. You just play that. I don't know
Oh,
how it work. What music would it play? It would play like orchestra music because there'd be like the bow on a violin.
yeah, you could definitely do that.
Classical music.
Xylophone. I'm sure you can play a xylophone with breadsticks.
Yeah, just drums. I think also drums. Breadsticks were for drums if you had to pick an instrument. But the breadsticks are used for playing their way into my mouth when I eat 100 of them at all.
Yeah,
Because they're unlimited.
I'm going to murder at least one basket by myself.
As you should, because it's unlimited. Like I want more. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. Let's go. Let's go.
Like,
Don't
who
have to
doesn't love
refill it. What are you
breadsticks?
doing? What are you even doing there?
I mean, if you like literally, if you had to put, you can only eat one food for the rest of your life. It should be bread. Just give me bread.
Any kind, yeah.
Yeah,
All
like
the-
I'll
all
just
the
eat
kind.
bread. Like
We
you
should
don't
do a
get any
mock
more
draft of
meat
bread.
though.
Mock
Like
draft of bread
technically,
next week.
you become a vegetarian when you do that. But like, dude, it's like when a girl goes, "Oh, you had a tiny dick, still hit." Oh well, there's no meat in it. Still bread.
Doesn't matter. Yeah.
Still bread, baby.
I agree with that. That was a good question, Jordan. And if you have any questions, hit us up on Twitter. If you got answers, questions for us, hashtag PTG answers to our Twitter at PassGradePod. I am at Alex J. Middleton. Pat is at not Pat Dan. Robert is at Robert Barbosa03. Give us follows on Instagram and on Twitter. Go follow our Pass Grade Podcast TikTok at Pass Grade Pod on the talk. We're trying to grow that following. And yeah, please share us with a friend. That's the best way that we get the word around. Be like, hey, check out this podcast that I listen to. You really love it. I appreciate everybody that's liking our stuff on Facebook. We're still trying to get back and get into the numbies on Facebook. So if you could like our stuff and share our stuff on Facebook, that would really help us out a lot. Thanks for supporting the podcast, guys. You guys are the best. Love the Gravy Gang. You guys are really like the dopest group of people out there. And I'm so glad that you guys are still hanging with us. Robert, feel better. We love you, buddy. And anything else we got? Anything? No? Vote for me. Vote for me. We're keeping Houston chill. Have a great rest of your week. And until we talk to you guys next time, pass the gravy. Yeah, bitches.
Apple bottom dreams, boots with the fur, got the